Elite.
I'm Riz the HHC, and welcome to another episode.
Welcome to another episode of the 9750D podcast, the only Indo-Fijian hip-hop podcast where we talk about hip-hop music from the past and the present. We break down the albums front to back, every single song, the beats, the lyrics, what we like, what we didn't like.
Yep.
And really the biggest thing is, do a lot of these albums hold up? And did we misjudge them off the hype?
Right.
Did we approach a lot of the music based on, the idea of nostalgia and what it meant to us in the moment? And then we give it a legitimate score based on 5 CDs to see if it is a certified 90s OG classic. And weirdly enough, some albums just didn't do it.
Albums that I think we assumed, or there was assumption that it would be a classic, but not the case.
Not the case. And then others, which we were kind of, at least for me, that I underestimated.
Yeah, definitely.
Listened again, I was like,
damn,
these songs are bangers.
Yes.
Why didn't I listen to this back in the day?
Yep.
And this album today, it is considered one of the greatest debut albums in hip-hop history.
Absolutely.
And it is none other than the Notorious B.I.G, Ready to Die, the second release from Bad Boy Records.
The second release, correct, after Craig Mack.
And this is an original pressed CD from the Connoisseur's collection. This is not something that you could buy after the fact. This is the actual original track listing of the album on CD, which is why we rate the albums based on 5 CDs, because it only makes sense.
And I got the t-shirt as well. That's the CD cover. This is actually the CD cover of the album, and that's actually not big. But we'll get into it after.
Okay.
Yeah. But an iconic album cover nonetheless.
Iconic album cover, created some iconic moments.
Yes.
And we've been away for a couple weeks.
We have.
And I feel like every time we're away for a couple weeks, so much shit happens in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. It's never a dull moment in the world of...
The world's crazy.
In the world of what we like to monitor.
Crazy place.
Yeah. So what do you got?
So I don't know if you've heard this.
Sir.
Yeah, I don't know if you've heard this.
I've heard everything.
There's some interesting... I mean, we could call it a beef, maybe.
Yep.
Kind of a beef. India Ari. You remember India Ari?
I do, and I haven't heard this.
Okay.
So this is great.
So
I remember India Ari,
yeah. So
she was kind of like a Erykah Badu.
Before Erykah Badu.
Was she?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
She was pre-Badu.
I don't think so.
Let's see.
Let's bet. Let's do a friendly bet. No. We'll do a bet. Next time, one of us got a coffee or something.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, it has to be worthwhile because you got a lot of money, so you need to start spending on my fancy $9 frappuccinos.
Let's see.
Survey says because I think India already came out after Badu. Badu was like 95, 96.
With On and On?
Yeah, Ari's like 98, 99 maybe.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
Coffee on me next time we out. So India Ari, who is considered to be really one of the preeminent R&B singers of her generation.
Would she be considered neo soul?
You know what they call her neo soul?
But she's not.
I don't
remember a lot of her songs. I remember she had one really big song. Right? When it came out.
Yeah, so she's had a self-titled song, India Ari.
Right.
Brown Skin is one of the biggest songs.
I think that might be the one.
Brown Skin is one of my favorite songs of hers. Really one of my favorite songs.
And didn't she have a really intricate way of spelling her name? Like, didn't she have like a period or something, like India dot?
Yes.
Something kind of,
yes.
Right? It was kind of
Good
like
call.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, that's why.
Well, I know. I remember that because I was just like, why is it that way? But yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if you listen to Young Miami.
I've heard her new song. That some of the ladies are just loving. So, but not necessarily the ones you want to bring home to mom.
Mm-hmm.
But nonetheless, they're out there.
So this is what the beef is. So this song, for some reason,
it's Young Miami and India Ari.
India Ari.
Okay, that's a huge gap.
Yes.
In a sense.
And not even just a gap as far as like the artistry goes, but a gap as far as following goes, because Young Miami was one of Diddy's girls.
Yes.
And to this day, she defends him hardcore.
And initially, she was from a group called City Girls.
Right.
That's where she started.
Right. Personally, to me, I think they're trash. I think they're all garbage. I don't think they make any music at all. Music at all. But she's got a song called Spend That, which is like the song of the summer, people are calling it.
She came out on the BET Awards to present an award, and everybody just started singing it. Without her, she didn't even come out doing that, and you got people standing up. You got men, grown men were going standing that. I was like, Jesus.
And India Ari came out and didn't necessarily diss the song, but she said that we have to do better. We have to create music that's better. It can't just be about this.
Now, was that female directed, like as a female, or just
overall,
music
collectively?
Okay.
Collectively, but unfortunately, Young Miami's on the receiving end of it. Which, to her credit, she didn't come back at India Ari smartly.
Right.
Because why would you want to go at someone like India Ari, especially when black culture holds her down so hard?
True.
So India Ari came out and said, it's not a good look. We shouldn't be making music like this. Let's do better. Let's build our communities rather than promoting the same kind of degenerate behavior.
Did she go specifically against that song?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair
She
enough.
called out the song.
Got it.
She mentioned Young Miami.
Okay.
Said she's a talented artist, but we can do better.
Right.
Now, I'm in a weird position with this because I really like India Ari. Brown Skin is one of my favorite R&B songs. I love it. Right. It actually gave me a lot of juice when I was younger hearing that song.
She holds a special place in your heart.
Special place for me.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I don't like people telling other artists how to make music. Because first of all, free speech allows everyone to make garbage. Whether you like it or not, they're allowed to make garbage.
Well said, in fact.
And you can call it garbage. But to say, don't make it, do better.
Right.
These artists are incapable.
And garbage is subjective.
Big time. There's a reason why it's Song of the Summer.
Because I love ratchet music. I'm not saying it's Young Miami, but Two Live Crew.
Very right. That's a king of ratchet.
Right? I mean, they weren't healing the world. With their music.
No.
Right?
But they were doing.
I mean, they were doing a lot of freedom of speech stuff, which was great.
Yeah.
But the music itself was not.
And it's interesting how you brought them up because Uncle Luke came out.
Right.
And said, why are we doing this? Why are we putting other artists down?
I agree.
Let them make the music they want to make.
And I agree with what you said. Like we can't be holier than everybody. Like India Ari's music might be great, and it is great, and it's positive, and it's But I mean, it doesn't mean that this stuff is not positive to somebody else.
For sure. There could be some kid some kid in the hood, in any hood in North America, that hears this song and be like, "Yo, if she can make music like this, I can make music like this," and may create another millionaire.
It's art is subjective.
100%.
When you look at paintings, you probably see like $1 million paintings, and you're like, "What the hell is this?"
Exactly.
And then you'll see like a $5 painting and be like, "This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen."
Yes, for
so
sure.
it's subjective.
Yeah.
Now, is her music equivalent to India Ari's as far as message or the? No, obviously not.
Of course not.
But that's like saying Common versus Soulja Boy.
Mm-hmm. Or even this. Bring it back to the beef. Common and Cube. Cube was considered the angry gangster rapper. Common is the definition of hip hop. Yeah. The prototype.
Pro-black.
The MC.
Peace.
The b-boy.
Right.
The graffiti artist.
Right.
All the elements in one artist.
Absolutely.
And Cube, technically, from New York's perspective, wasn't an MC.
No. Until some people say until he went to New York. Yeah, so I mean, the disparity has to be there. You have to be able to have both. So I felt, my only thing was, the reason that I'm not a fan of Young Miami is the doubling down for Diddy. Yeah.
Right? And I understand why he propelled her career.
Absolutely.
Put her in a place where she can.
Well, I mean, they had a relationship.
Yeah.
Which obviously helped her.
Yeah.
Because I mean, any Diddy, no. I mean, look at say what you want, but any famous woman who linked up with Diddy, especially in his heyday, they became more famous.
Yeah.
I mean, it just
including 50's ex-wife, Daphne Joy.
Yes. Yeah. And she's making rounds everywhere.
So great segue. I don't know if you heard this one. So Daphne Joy's got a sex tape.
Yes.
With Diddy.
Right.
Sorry, let me rephrase. Not with Diddy.
Oh,
with Diddy watching.
Right, and the
with the let's call him the pinch hitter.
So he would be the cuckold in this
scenario. Now, Daphne Joy said that Diddy has a micro penis.
Correct, and I've heard this on many different podcasts.
And it's so wild. It's so wild to me to hear this.
What's wild?
The fact that he has a micro penis.
But does it matter?
It doesn't necessarily matter.
Is it wild? Because we don't know about people's
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter in this when it comes to the bigger picture. But when you look at what Diddy represents, you think overly sexualized. I can get any girl that I want.
His bravado. Right?
Yeah.
You think from all that swag, he would have something to
big dick energy.
Right.
So,
but maybe he was overcompensating.
Oh. 1000%.
And people do that.
Dude, he overcompensated like crazy.
Right?
And here's the thing. It's not about body shaming. Everyone's got, we all come in different shapes and sizes,
Absolutely.
whatever it is.
Yes.
But I mean, now when you peel back the layers, you look at Bad Boy, you look at what he was, what he is, what he's turned into.
Right.
It just makes you, like, let's say people that aren't hip hop fans.
Yeah.
Outsiders looking in.
Okay.
They look at hip hop and like, yo, this whole shit's a game. They're all fakes. They're all phonies.
That's true.
There's no validity to any of these artists, right?
And yet, hip hop is supposed to be the most realist.
Yeah, it's all
the
about
music
keeping
genres,
it real,
right?
Hip hop's about keeping it real,
but it seems
but
like
none of these motherfuckers are keeping it
it's
real.
fading away slowly.
Yeah. And that's the part to me that gets frustrating because it allows everybody on the outside to turn hip hop into a parody.
Yeah,
and we've talked about it. We've talked about it on here about how I don't like talking down about brown people,
right,
to people that aren't brown.
Yeah,
because it gives them ammunition to take it to their people and do the same thing, and I'm not with that.
Right.
And I feel like because we're a part of hip hop culture, it feels the same way. I don't want people that are not a hip hop culture talking down about it.
No, and what you're doing right now, as much as you're a fan of indie, you're still defending hip hop. You are, because you're defending Young Miami's music, regardless of what you think of it. It's still hip hop.
It's still hip hop.
And if we're not defending hip hop to a certain until we can't, then what are we doing? Because we're not just hip hop fans.
Yeah.
We're hip hop.
Yeah, we're the culture.
Remember when Wayne had that shirt? I am hip hop. Like, we are hip hop.
Yeah.
So the culture, we have to defend it.
Yeah, I mean the culture lives in us, right?
The culture lives in us.
What we do, who we are, what we represent.
Do you think India Ari, and I'm not saying she did, but do you think it was to get some relevance back in her? Maybe because you haven't heard from her in a minute, right? Maybe she was, hey, I'll get my name out. I mean, I don't think so, but sometimes people do that.
Yeah. So the thing with India Ari, she has got a pretty solid fan base. She can tour. Throughout the U.S.
Right.
Not arenas.
No,
but she can tour smaller venues and make a living and doesn't have to have a day job.
Right.
So she can be a musician forever.
So that wouldn't be the idea.
So I mean, her goal was never to be Badu or be the biggest artist in the world.
Right.
Her goal was just to make music that moves people. I want to hear her come up with some new music. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I would love to hear a new India Ari album because R&B is ageless.
Yeah. And doesn't she play instruments too?
I don't know if she plays, but she definitely writes. She definitely writes.
Do you think? What was I gonna say about India Ari? Do you think it would have been smarter for her to say, just like music, like ratchet music in general, as opposed to that song?
Yes.
That would have been a better term to say, like, hey, nowadays I'm hearing a lot of this kind of stuff. Yeah. I wish it was a lot more better instead of just targeting one person. Because I mean, if she's gonna target her, she might as well target Meg. I mean, all those girls, even the best of them, have made a ratchet song. So if you're gonna go after her, go after the whole Cardi B.
You're talking about all the women.
Nicki Minaj. I mean, the best of them have made ratchet songs, and guys make ratchet songs.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about?
Yeah, it's not a good look. Because what it does
is... I totally agree with what you said.
It alienates all future fans.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So, shout out to India Ari. I hope you make another album.
Yeah.
I've never really been a Young Miami fan. I don't know about if people are.
No.
But, hey, Spend That is racking up the streams.
But she is kind of cute. I will say that.
Definitely Diddy's type.
Yeah. What about Daphne Joy? What do you think about Daphne Joy?
So that's 50s. That's a Filipino woman.
Have you seen her?
I've seen her before. I think she just looks like every other girl from every other video.
It seems very like plasticky to put together.
For sure. Yeah. And she's been with a lot of powerful men over the years, so this is not new to her.
It's funny how the culture has changed to the point where women who are not persons of color, who all wanted the six pack and the skinny look, are now all doing the curvaceous, more of the ethnic or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like they're going that way, and I'm like, what about 20 years ago when you guys were like saying, oh yeah, nobody wants a big this or this and that, and now they're literally getting injections and surgery to look like hip-hop vixens who were natural that we were watching back in the days.
Yeah. And see, this is why personally
it's crazy.
I love brown women. Because brown women are naturally very curvy. Right? So, shout out to all you brown women out there. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, what else you got?
This one might be a little weird. So, because it's some icons that are involved.
Okay.
50 Cent,
Icon.
Busta Rhymes,
Icon.
Nelly,
Icon.
Ja Rule,
Icon.
are all going to be performing at Trump Jr.'s club.
I heard that.
And
I heard that.
I didn't want to believe it because I don't think 50 Cent needs the money.
Oh, we know he doesn't need the money.
Nelly doesn't need the money.
No.
Ja Rule's been touring. I don't think he needs the money.
No.
Busta Rhymes has been touring. I don't think he needs the money.
No. Because, I mean, realistically, how much do you think they're going to get paid per
See, here's the problem.
Or did they have to release
got
that?
money. Yeah, I mean, those Trump goons, they got money, man.
But, I mean, I don't see them getting $1 million.
Nah, maybe 250.
Yeah, like, what's 250? I mean, they wear
You
chains
could
that are
walk
worth
away
more
from
than
that.
$250.
100%.
Right?
So it makes me question the motives. Why? Why step out there?
And you had mentioned something about 50 Cent before, too, with him kind of like... And it's tough because that's my guy, but I almost want to... I think he likes some of the business acumens that Trump brings in. And maybe that's his goal. Busta Rhymes, I totally don't get that.
It makes no sense.
Nelly's
already been...
It's a sequel.
Nelly's already been on that side.
Yeah, so he's part of the club now.
Yeah.
Ja Rule, that's a tough one because I don't really know what his political stance is.
But why would he want to be on a bill with 50?
Yeah.
That part makes no sense.
Actually, that's a very good point.
So here's the thing.
That's a really good point.
The thing that people don't... I mean, maybe people do get. I think people in the hip hop community should know. Just Donald Trump's presidency, he has made almost $4 billion of personal profit
from just making deals with
the crypto coin.
Oh, his crypto
coin.
His
crypto coin.
Right.
And then he's been charging for the gold card.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Right. And then
the green card.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Thingy.
And he's been stealing money from Venezuela.
So has he valued the coin at whatever he decides it's worth?
So basically what happened is he released the coin and then he got his supporters to pump it up to this outrageous value.
Okay.
And then it crashed. But he still cashed out.
Oh, okay.
Shane, you can use it. Yeah. You can just close our door. Yeah. And then he cashed out and then the coin crashed.
So he basically
he made almost $1 billion off the coin.
Wouldn't that be a form of inside trading in a
100%.
sense?
That's all he does. And then he
must be nice.
And then he'll be at the White House and he'll be like, Dell has the best computers. You should go buy a Dell, my friend Michael. He'll do this shit, and then
that's a pretty good Trump.
And then he'll drop $250K in share purchases.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Right. So he's blatantly insider trading. They have this thing called the emoluments clause in the States, which says that a U.S. president can't profit off the presidency.
Right.
But the problem is, it's a gentleman's agreement. It's not codified into law.
Okay.
So I'll give an example. Jimmy Carter, when he was president, he had peanut farms. Mm-hmm. Because of the emolument clause, he gave up all his peanut farms.
Got it. Okay.
How much money do you fucking think you're making off peanut farms?
Yeah.
Right? But again, the honor
right.
and integrity of maintaining that gentleman's agreement, Trump doesn't give a fuck.
Right.
So basically what Trump has done in this presidency, everything that was considered normally a gentleman's agreement, if he got his lawyers to make sure, are they laws or are they goodwill gestures?
So he did his research.
His lawyers went to work. And everything that's a goodwill gesture, he just overrides. Yeah. If it's not illegal, I'll do it. Right?
Pretty slick.
It's very slick, and I think because 50 Cent bought that big property in Shreveport,
right,
for the movie studio and stuff like that, Louisiana. I do feel like he's going to get a lot of benefit from Trump in this way.
Probably a lot of more tax breaks than
I mean, 50 Cent got a ridiculous deal on the property out there.
I heard.
Like it was bottom dollar bargain basement, like under $10,000 type stuff. Right? Because of all the tax breaks. Like they just threw all the tax breaks at him. Right? But again, this speaks to 50's shrewdness. 50 Cent is he's a mogul for a reason.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I feel like he's gonna get a lot of benefits. But the thing is for me, like, sure, I want hip hop artists to be financially savvy. I want them to be successful in business. I want them to be able to have, wealth that supersedes their careers. So when their career is done, they still got dough.
And generational wealth.
Absolutely. I want that for all hip hop artists.
Right.
But then what does the hip hop part of that mean? Right? Like hip hop has always been the voice of the oppressed, speaking up for people that don't have it, fighting the power. Shout out to Chuck D, Public Enemy. That's what hip hop has been. That's what it's for. So
that's a great point. I was watching this podcast. Shout out to Math Alpha. They had Q-Tip on. This was a couple years ago, but I was just watching it recently.
Yeah.
So Q-Tip said when Tribe got their first deal with Jive, so it was a bidding war between Jive and Def Jam. Jive ultimately won because Def Jam they capped at 250,000, and Jive went up to 400,000. And early
difference.
'90s, that's a lot of money.
Big difference.
400,000 is like 3 million,
three
maybe
people.
Yeah.
That's a big
money.
difference. Yeah.
So they took it, but they didn't read the fine print, and it was for 5 albums. So they weren't gonna get any more money. That was it.
They got fucked.
And so that's what he said, right? So Q-Tip's like, things were different, but and then that's what he said. He said what you said. He goes, there was no integrity in the deal. They could have, and then one of the crew in the podcast, he made a good point. He goes, you know what? It's not their job to make sure you get paid.
100%. That's probably that dude from Double XL.
His name's Mecca.
With the,
yeah. He used to write for The Source too.
The Source, yeah. He does fuck.
And he's good.
He's super smart.
And I think he's into consulting too because he does this. He's like, unfortunately, it's a business. Yeah. Now you guys got screwed, and it's unfortunate. And he goes, Tip, man. He goes, you and a million other people got. But he goes, it ain't their job to make sure you get all the money. It's their job to make a profit off of you. So I guess, obviously with 50 it's a little different because he's shaking hands with the devil.
Yeah, for sure.
But ultimately, he's doing what's best for his generational wealth.
And he's doing...
So is there...
He's not doing any... Here's the problem. He's not doing anything out of character. If you listen to his music, this is who the fuck he is. He doesn't give a fuck. No. He's this dude.
No.
But we want to believe that they're better than that, just what we hear. Right? Sure. We want to find things that we connect to. We want to find things we align with. Like, like that.
Absolutely.
But then when you get to a point where you're like, oh, fuck. Oh, no, why?
But they're all not going to be Tyler Perry's. That's the thing. I think we got to come to a realization that you're going to have the Diddy's, and then you're going to have your Russell Simmons. Right? You're going to have your Suge Knights, and you're going to have your Master P's. Like, it's just morals and ethics and business. There's no.
So here's about.
I mean, we do it that way. Even like how we live our lives. There's moral and ethics.
Yeah.
But
integrity is everything, man.
Can I don't want to say everybody can be bought, but there is a number. There is a number.
I wouldn't say everybody can be bought, but people get bought all the time.
Oh, absolutely, and the best of them.
And here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing with Trump Jr. He is a slimy cockroach.
Absolutely.
Like this guy is. You seen American Psycho?
Yes.
Christian Bale?
Yes.
This is what his life is.
Yeah.
He is caught on camera with press everywhere with his family at an event. He literally I'm gonna clip this, you'll fucking see it right here. He literally does this. He's wearing this, he puts his hands in his pocket, pulls his hands out, goes like this.
Oh, the whole little cocaine brush?
His whole wow. and no one
even hide it. Wow.
That's
crazy. Oh, he gets that from his dad.
So this dude does shit like this. He sits in interviews. He sweats like a pig. He's just a greasy, slimy. You know exactly what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean.
Just one of these dudes.
He is.
So
he's the epitome of the word douchebag.
Yeah.
Right? Like
so now the icon. Now these icons, Trump. I mean, Busta.
Yep.
50, Ja, Nelly.
Yep.
They go and align themselves with this person, and they get paid. They do these performances.
Sure.
What is the hip hop community supposed to do with that?
It's like you said, times have changed. Unfortunately, all the leaders that we had in hip hop that would go against this, we're losing them. They're either too old to give a shit, or they just turn a blind eye because some of these people are their friends.
You know, it's crazy.
Like, you know what I mean? So you can't say anything because that's my friend.
It's crazy that Nas said hip hop is dead.
Yeah.
While he is literally keeping it alive.
Yeah. True.
Nas is life support.
He's one of
the life support
for
hip hop right now.
One of the leaders that is, and we shouldn't even say hip hop. We should say like real hip hop.
Preserving the culture.
Yeah. And not just by himself. He's sharing the wealth with other artists, signing them to
all the golden era artists that sit the stage.
Right.
They're all getting paid.
They're all getting paid. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, shout out to Nas, man.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely,
crazy.
man.
And the thing with Q-Tip, the thing for me with the Tribe Called Quest, they're one of my favorite groups of all time. Like,
very underrated.
Tribe is one of the reasons why I ever put pen to page.
Very underrated.
There's certain artists that like propelled my thinking when I heard them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, you can do that with words? I'll try and do some crazy shit with words too. And then it just kind of, the better other artists get, the better you get as an MC.
Right.
Because they show you new ways of thinking. Like I remember when when Eminem came out for the first time, and I heard.
Yeah, you were on.
I Am. Dude, the opening lines of I Am, this one of the best opening verses ever written in hip hop.
Right.
It was like, I sit back with this bag, a hip bag, and this bag, and this weed,
Yeah.
it gets weed, the shit weed, it just goes off, and this. When artists start doing shit like that, it just moves up and coming artists to a different place. And Q-Tip is like, the amount of music Q-Tip has produced, I don't think people understand.
And it's funny because that's what he was talking about, where
Yeah.
even like he was a DJ early, and he was all just and he was. I didn't know, but he was the one who brought Dilla to the forefront.
Yeah.
And then Dilla,
they're all his babies.
And he basically said Dilla took what I got and made it better.
Yeah.
Like he was confident enough to say that he took my style and ran with it.
And the thing is, Q-Tip produced a lot of the Tribe's music.
Yeah.
Ali Shaheed is the DJ.
A lot of people get that confused, including myself, until I really listened to him. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit.
But Ali Shaheed did contribute in a lot of other ways.
Oh, yeah,
musically.
definitely.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, Lucy Pearl obviously is a good example.
But the assumption was he was the producer.
Exactly.
And that wasn't the case.
Yeah,
Right?
because most of those groups had that. Two
Yeah.
rappers and a producer, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now hip hop has to look at this and look at these icons. I mean, at least for me, when I look at it, I shouldn't speak for hip hop. Speaking for myself, I look at these artists now, and to me, now they're just characters. Now they're just characters. Snoop Dogg is just a character.
Yeah.
All the authenticity that I thought they had, the integrity that I thought they had, it's all gone. They're like, I hate saying it, they got like the Rob Schneider stink on them.
They're cultural sellouts.
Yeah, for sure.
For the bag.
For sure. And it's unnecessary. I think, once you align yourself with that, I don't think there's any coming back. And I think they fucking fuck themselves.
I think when you're someone like a Snoop or 50, I think I'm not saying they're arrogant per se, but the arrogance is I'm bigger than this.
Well, because they have
and they kind of probably are, because you know what, people are still fucking.
Well,
with
because
Snoop,
they have a huge white audience,
and people are still fucking with 50.
But they have a big white audience.
Even the culture,
Yeah.
they're not going against these guys.
It's true.
I mean, you'll hear some podcast be like, "Oh man, that was like
I
ours."
think Snoop's taking some shit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Still,
the guys will still fuck with him.
Yeah,
right.
for sure.
If tomorrow one of these older guys want to feature with Snoop, or vice versa, they'll do it.
100%.
Same with 50, right?
Yeah.
It's just gonna happen. So I don't know. I you're right. I don't know how it's. I don't think it's gonna change. I think money has become a huge. I mean, money is always there, but I don't know what it is. It's fueling a lot of bad decisions.
And I think there's
Unfortunately.
I think when you're in those spaces at this point in time,
Yeah.
there's a lot of money to get that we don't have access to.
Ridiculous.
Huge amounts of money. The amount of money coming from Gulf states, the Emirates, these
Right.
guys are just throwing hundreds of millions of dollars everywhere. People don't
Absolutely.
understand how excessive it's getting for people, right?
Oh, it's ridiculous.
So I think hip hop needs like a check itself with some of these artists.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially the ones who are the so-called leaders of the game,
Yeah.
or the elder like statesmen who
Yeah.
we think are gonna be not so much.
Yeah, and one artist I want to give a shout out to, Ice Cube.
Always.
New season of the Big Three just started.
Yes. Yeah.
And I always PVR because I like watching the games, if I'm writing,
Yeah.
keep it in the background.
Yeah.
And it's entertaining basketball, man.
It
They
is,
have
man.
NBA players, former NBA players.
Yep.
That
And
actually have
coaches, right?
gone back to the NBA
Yeah.
and played. Yeah, Steven Jackson coaches,
Right,
former
I
NBA
saw
player.
that,
And the thing is with Cube, like the cultural cachet that Cube has is not just hip hop. The thing that people see when they see the Big Three league,
Yeah.
dude, Julius Erving's in the building. Clyde Drexler's in
Right,
the building.
right.
All these icons, like
Yep.
not just players.
Yep.
Like these are Hall of Famer, greatest of all time, top 10 for some people, and they fuck with Cube.
I think the last season, like Jalen Brown came to a game.
Came
like
to the
an
All-Star
NBA
game.
Like an NBA
He
player.
played in the All-Star game.
Which is considered taboo.
Yeah,
Because it's kind of like your opposition.
He came in the All-Star game, didn't wear his NBA
No.
gear, and just
And you gotta
put on
love
for
that,
Cube.
right?
Yeah.
Shaq's
So-
that game. I've seen Shaq.
For sure.
AI was a coach in the first
AI
season,
was a
right?
coach, and when you have cultural buy-in like that, your league is legit.
Absolutely.
I think they're like 8 seasons deep or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So shout out to Ice Cube. That's another piece of things to touch on.
And they're working on Last Friday.
That's gonna be crazy.
That's already in fruition. So
Mike Epps is coming back.
Yes.
And then there's like 4 incredible actors that died that will come back.
Yeah.
Cat Williams is gonna come back.
Oh, it's Cat.
Chris Tucker, nobody knows about.
That would be a nice little.
I think it'd be dope.
To a final send off.
Yeah. I think they could bring Chris Tucker back. I think it would be cool if they find a way to put DC Young Fly in it.
Well, have you seen that commercial? Did you see that commercial that they redid? So they did a commercial. I don't know if it was.
Oh, their kids.
With DC Young Fly.
Which one are you talking about?
Oh, was it with their? Oh no, it was with their kids. Right?
Cube's kid.
Right.
And
wasn't it DC Young Fly?
No, it wasn't DC Young Fly. Who was it?
But it was good.
Yeah,
and they were doing the stoop scene.
Yeah,
from
it was
Friday.
really good.
Yeah.
So
yeah, shout out to Ice. I mean, Ice Cube's been for the culture.
Always.
Like he's always like even when I saw that Trump stuff, you clarified and that's true. But he's always been
to Arrest the President.
Yeah.
He's got a song called Arrest the President. We talks about arresting Donald Trump.
Absolutely.
Right? So
all the movies he produced were always like he always tried to
and
get
him
African American actors.
Cube Vision Productions.
He had a TV show off this year, or it
Cube's
ran
a
a million seasons.
man.
I mean,
Cube's a bad dude.
He's definitely blessed, but at the same time, he's given blessings because
to so many,
right?
So many,
and he's made stars out of so many of these.
Dude, dozens.
Like Chris Tucker was in House Party 3. He was a couple of small things before Friday, but nobody gave a shit.
Dude,
Friday hit, and it was game over.
Bernie Mac,
Mike Epps. Come on, the list goes
Cat
on.
Williams.
Cat Williams. Terry Crews.
Yeah, his eye for talent is phenomenal.
This guy is crazy.
So shout out to Cube. I got to see Boys in the Hood with my brother last week at the VIF, and man, that movie slaps.
I watch it probably on a yearly basis, at least once a year.
It's so impactful.
That and Juice. And
everyone's so young.
Yeah.
But everyone's so raw, and John Singleton brought out the best of everybody.
Really did.
If you haven't seen Boys in the Hood lately, and you're a 90s kid, go watch Boys in the Hood.
If you're a 90s hip-hop kid,
yeah,
and you haven't, that's disrespectful.
Yeah, no. You can't call yourself a hip. No,
that's
you can't.
Disrespectful.
You can't. But before we get into the next, make sure you subscribe.
Yes.
Hit that high phrase.
Yes.
Hit that 90s Till Infinity link. We're trying to grow this channel. We're an independent hip-hop podcast. We do this all self-research, self-funded. We try to make sure we put on the best product and give you as much of like that real hip-hop news as possible. So make sure you hit the link, subscribe, hit the little bell so you get notified when we create more stuff.
Independent, brown-owned.
Yes.
100%.
Yes. All the way through.
But we don't mind getting signed to a major deal if the bag is right. So
sponsorships, feel free.
Yeah, please.
Feel free.
Yeah.
What you got for news?
I got a couple things. Lil Wayne was recently... So DJ Drama. Shout out to DJ Drama. Gangsta Grills. One of the best to do for mixtapes.
Yes.
And he's synonymous to wear his hat on a perfect angle the way he wears it.
Yeah, no gravity.
No, him and T.I. I don't know what they do, man. Right? So he had Wayne. So this was... He released the pod episode recently, but it was from 2 months ago. But regardless, a lot of people can't get Wayne on their podcast, so he doesn't do a lot of these. So Drama asked him about a versus, which we all are like, oh, that'd be great. And so Wayne says, "There's nobody that can go against me, because I'll destroy them, and I don't want to do that." He goes, "The only versus I could do is versus myself." So this is all on you now. Thoughts. I have my thoughts, but I want to hear what you think about that.
Okay.
It's and before you go in, it's not the craziest thing he said, because if you really know Wayne and you know his catalog, he could go against.
He's a wild boy.
I mean, he wouldn't be the only one. There's a couple people who could go against himself.
Yeah.
Like a Tupac, like a Jay.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, it's not super... I got some people like, oh yeah, okay, I guess. No, this guy's got hits after
hits.
In every type of...
Hits.
He's...
country hit.
Thank you.
Pop hit. Hip hop hit.
He even did a little
R&B
rock.
hit.
Yeah.
Lollipop is an R&B song.
And he's 90s, 2000s, 210s, and 220s.
Cut it out.
4 generations of hits, man.
Cut it out.
Okay. Balls in your court.
Okay.
Brother.
I can't stand what he is now.
What is he now?
I think
opinion?
I think he's kind of like a cartoon character.
He's a mess.
I don't know if he's a mess. I think he's successful. Obviously, he got a ton of money.
Yeah.
So you never hear about him being broke. You never hear about him any.
Yeah.
He's never had financial. I mean, Jay-Z fixes financial trouble, but since then,
yes,
you never hear of Wayne being broke. He balls out. No. He lives the way he wants to live.
Well, him and Baby, they thing, and I think Baby paid him when he needed
every time Wayne drops, the shit sells, even if it's not good.
Right.
He's got a fan base that follows him forever. But this version of Wayne, I don't like because it just doesn't feel real anymore. Like there's no growth, there's no change. He still raps about the exact same stuff. The thing is, like, he's not old.
No.
He's like in his early 40s, right?
Correct. A couple years younger than us.
So when you hear Jay,
but he's been rapping since he was 14.
A child. He was a fucking kid.
Yeah, so let's.
But when you compare it to like a Jay, like I feel like him and Jay are in the same age group, but they're not. Jay's
they're not. Jay's
like 15 years older.
Yeah.
So for me, when I hear Jay do 444, there's huge growth, but he's way older.
Yeah.
Wayne is still not old. So maybe he'll grow out of this kind of rapping and evolve into something different. Yeah. But it's too much of the same thing with no growth.
But I think with Jay, you always saw that he had that other side of him.
Introspective.
Wayne, not really. Wayne raps what he raps about.
I think Wayne
is like a T.I. Like T.I. just released an album.
Yeah.
There's nothing different when he's rapping.
Same recipe.
Same recipe. Thank you.
Keep it fresh, fly beats, spit shit in a new way. Like Freddie Gibbs does the same thing.
Yeah.
Freddie Gibbs' content is the exact same motherfucking thing. But to me, he's one of this generation's best.
I think what you're saying is you would love to see growth from Wayne because you know there's potential there.
Dude,
that's what
that
I think
song.
what it is, right?
That song. I feel like dying.
One of my favorite songs. Of all time.
It is.
I was listening to it 2 days ago.
It's
that sample for the chorus.
Yeah, and what he does with his voice and what he does, it's incredible.
Flying on cocaine.
Dude, Wayne at his best is one of the best. Period. At his best.
Top
right?
5, arguably.
I just think wherever he's at now is not for me.
I mean, listen, the Carter 6 wasn't great. It was disappointing. So musically, I'm still listening to that stuff, and that'll never change. But you're not wrong. But is there anybody in your opinion that could go against him in the verses?
Oh yeah, for sure. Who I think Luda could go against him.
Really?
Dude, Luda's got 3 decades of hits.
Keep in mind, Luda went against Nelly and barely won.
Yeah, but
that was Nelly, and so I mean, he barely won.
So I think
everybody thought Luda was gonna wash him, and the next day I remember listening to Hot 97 because this was during COVID, and they were in shock, like shit. Nelly almost won this thing, and I love Luda. So Wayne's gonna wash Luda, my friend.
So I think Jay.
I think Jay would be
kills Wayne. I think M could go against Wayne.
Oh no, I don't disagree. But you think Jay would kill Wayne?
I think Jay would kill Wayne. I think Jay's catalog
like 10 versus 10 or 20 versus 20.
I think 20 versus 20 is better because they have massive careers.
Absolutely.
20 versus 20. I think Jay's best 20 is way better than Wayne's best 20. I feel like
really gotta think about.
I feel like Wayne's best 20 is gonna be a lot of collabs that you have to put in there. I think with Jay's best 20, Jay's got a lot of solo shit.
You're not wrong.
Right?
There's a lot of early Hot Boy stuff.
Yeah, and then there's all those R&B collabs that he has that are some of his biggest hits ever.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? Like,
and see, that's another thing. On the sidebar, you brought up a good point. That's the problem with verses, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because what are we actually rating?
For sure.
Are you rating just your songs?
Yeah.
Or features?
Your catalog.
Because we see it all, and it's kind of a mess.
For sure.
Right?
I think it's fair.
Just wonder, like,
I think it's fair to do your catalog, but I think some artists' catalog is so exclusively them that other people's catalogs that have like radio hits with other people kind of skews the
okay, so let me ask you this. If you had Eminem and he's on Versus and he pulls up Dead Wrong with Biggie, arguably one of the best posthumous songs you'll ever hear, and he rare did you say, but he kills Biggie on that song. Can he pull that song on the Versus? No, right? I would say no.
I think that's a Biggie song.
It's a feature.
I think that's a Biggie song.
Right.
So you can't use
It's a feature.
Yeah, it has to be
but
your song.
Versus doesn't follow those rules.
Yeah, that I don't like.
So what are the rules?
I don't think they have. Yeah,
they haven't. I wish it was a little bit more intricate.
It's basically whatever you've been on, you can use.
So like Lil Wayne can put "Tell Me" remix with Bobby Valentino, right? I mean, that's what
that
they...
wee that song.
No. The one with Tell Me. Remember
But that one as well.
Oh, Miss Officer?
Yeah, Miss Officer.
Yeah,
And then Lollipop is a collab. Massive hits.
But that's a Lil Wayne track.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying.
You know,
so like, or Hot Boys. Or any of those songs?
Bling Bling is one of the biggest songs in the world.
Back that ass up. He says 5 words, but it's so impactful, right?
What? Drop it like it's
Anyways,
hot.
we gotta talk about that one.
That's some shit.
Okay. The next thing, I thought I would memorize this. What are we talking about? Okay, so you're gonna like this one. So Lupe Fiasco was in shout out to Lupe. I haven't heard from him in a minute.
One of the greats.
Online website did an interview with him just about general things, what's going on. And I really want your opinion on this. So he said in this interview, he claims he's a better lyricist than Kendrick Lamar. So you probably, obviously you've heard of this. He said, quote unquote, he's a better artist than me, meaning Kendrick.
Yeah.
He makes better albums. He has a better team. I'm assuming marketing team. He has better beat selection. He has better production. He has all of these better things. When it comes down to lyricism, when it comes down to these lyrics and bar for bar, no. Everything else, for sure. Thoughts?
I had to sit with this one.
So you've heard this.
Oh yeah. I heard it and I had to sit with it. I didn't really know.
And why I want to put you on the spot is because you like both of them. I do too, but you really invested in Lupe.
Yeah. I still Lupe's
right?
album's still good. He dropped an album 2024 called Samurai.
Is he a better, and don't give me the gray area. Just rip off the Band-Aid. Is he better than is he a better lyricist than Kendrick Lamar? Nothing else. Is he better, yes or no? Just from what they've given you as in terms of their bodies of work.
Okay, now let's be very, very specific about this.
Okay.
By no means does this mean songwriter.
No.
Means this is not about delivery or cadence. This is about the use of the language.
Correct.
And I would say Lupe Fiasco technically might be like, top 3 greatest ever with the pen. Like his technical ability is
You're really
winnable. You go back and listen to
I'm not saying you're wrong. I would really have to. When it comes to lyrics, this is the guy.
And I just mean the way he can use the language, his vocabulary is outrageous. His rhyme schemes are incredible. Like he is really like a puzzle.
When you're talking about Jay and Biggie and
for sure,
all these guys.
But they can't.
Eminem.
So M's close. M's close in the way. Okay, so let's be super technical. M's close in the way he uses syllables. Right. M finds a way to put words in every single space of the beat.
Right.
So normally artists do like a.
Right.
But Eminem is every single space that there's.
And that's not easy.
It's incredibly technical. It's not always profound. Like, there's a lot of stupid shit.
Right.
He wilds out on beats because he's technically so fucking gifted. But Lupe Fiasco takes these kind of technicalities and fills them with words. Fills them with vocabulary. Fills them with, like, information. He just knows how to fill beats in a way. Fuck, I don't really know who could fuck.
Like Kanye? Doesn't Kanye do that?
Kanye does, but Kanye is way more of like a punchline.
How about a Nas?
No, I don't think Nas technically is there. I think Andre 3000 is close.
Okay.
I think Andre 3000 understands the complexities of like how to flip language.
Right.
And
interesting.
Very few people do it like Lupe. And if you're a real hip hop fan and you listen to Kendrick's catalog, obviously one of the greatest songwriters in hip hop. One of my favorites of this generation. And then you listen to Lupe tracks, it's like listening to a scientist of the language. Right?
Well said.
Kendrick is like the philosopher with the language, and then Lupe is like the science, the cold hard science. And in that sense, I gotta give it to Lupe.
So you're saying today
I fuck with it. Because he gave Kendrick all his flowers.
This is recorded.
He said he's a better artist, he's a better beat picker, he's got a better team, he's better at everything else.
Yeah.
But in this one way, I'm gonna take that.
But I feel like when he was saying it in a kind of a digging way. Like, you have all this stuff that's like, he was basically saying, oh yeah, you have all of these jewels at your expense, but I'm still the better lyricist. I think what he was trying to say is, at the end of the day, hip hop is lyricism, and I'm better than you.
And let's be real, he can say this because I don't know if you know this, but he's a motherfucking ninja. Lupe Fiasco does like real sword training.
You told me that.
This guy is like on his, he's like fucking swole on his Instagram with like swords and shit, doing katas and stuff.
Right.
No one's gonna physically fuck with Lupe. He's a black belt in martial arts.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he would fuck you up. So not only on the beats would he fuck you up, but then in person, if you try to fuck with him, he'll knock you out.
Food and Liquor is a classic album.
Food and Liquor is one of
and
the
very
greatest. Yeah.
Well, you heard it here first.
And if you're a fan of hip hop, if you're a fan of technical hip hop, go listen to Lupe's catalog. He dropped multiple albums over the past couple years.
Yeah.
So
I think I don't know what happened with him. He should have been the biggest thing, right?
Yeah, you know what it was? A big thing was...
He had Jay-Z in his corner. He had Kanye in his corner. And it's like everything just fell right through the cracks.
Okay, so you remember the song American Terrorist that he had?
Yes.
Okay, so he was asked to perform at Barack's inauguration.
Okay.
The first time he got elected.
08.
In 08.
Yeah.
And he performed that song American Terrorist.
At the
inauguration.
And that was the no.
And it was like a big... If you haven't heard that song, go listen to Lupe Fiasco's American Terrorist. He takes baseball bat swings at the U.S. presidency. Just like fucking hurling rocks, talking about the war, talking about Palestine. This is back then.
Right.
And after that, he just kind of like vanished.
So you think it was...
I think he was pushed out. Because he had the J. Cole cosign,
right.
He had the Jay-Z cosign.
I mean, he was there.
Yeah, the Pharrell cosign. Kick Push is, a landmark moment in hip hop.
And wasn't he featured on that one Kanye song?
Touch the Sky?
Touch the Sky. Like everything was
so good. So good. But if you're a fan of hip hop, listen to his catalog. He's got some great music.
Remember Muhammad Walks?
Oh man.
I mean, this guy,
he's so good. And now let's take it to the completely opposite side.
Right.
Which I don't know, this blew my motherfucking mind. I don't know what kind of air they pump into the Funk Flex studio. I don't know what they have given this man.
Drop a bomb for Funk Flex.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Drop a bomb.
I don't know what they've given this man, but he recently said, oh my god, it's sick to even say it.
I think I know what you're talking about.
He said French Montana is the best thing in New York hip hop.
Right. And I don't mind French, but I gotta laugh at that.
Fuck are you saying? What are you saying? How can you have a platform with such magnitude and give this person this?
Did he say current or like...
right now? The hottest thing in New York hip hop right now.
Okay. First of all, let's not overreact. Okay, let's think about, because we're sound individuals. Take a deep breath and relax. Now, it's a wild statement, but
motherfucking statement.
Who's he competing against in New York hip hop right now?
I mean,
let's talk about this.
Yeah,
because this is what we do.
Yeah.
We got current. I'm talking about. I'm not talking about Jada. Don't talk about Jada Kiss. Don't talk about Fat. I'm talking about now, right? Joey Badass hasn't done anything in a minute.
Yeah.
Max B is back. He's there. He's in New York, but he's there.
Yeah.
Dipset's not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
Jada is there, but I'm talking about current. Let's talk current. Jada's not really current. Jada's always around, but if we're talking current, French is still in the current scene. Mm-hmm. So who's there? Who else is there? I mean, I can't name a lot of New York guys.
Yeah.
Currently. So is he? I don't know if that's the craziest statement.
I think
French is making more, whether we like the songs or not. He's out there. During the Knicks, he had a couple songs that they played. Remy Ma jumped on her. Like, he's out there for New York. Who else is it? 58.
I think in a moment, in a moment where you just had Jay-Z do the Roots Picnic, I think it's silly to say anything about New York hip hop and not mention Jay-Z.
No, fair enough. But if he's saying current, as in the current roster,
yeah, I mean that's just
who is he? Really, is he wrong? Because you and I can't name it. We can't name anybody.
I can say he's wrong because I think French is whack.
No,
to call him the hottest rapper is like, what?
See, that's different.
How would you ever call that dude the hottest rapper?
So now you're being biased. What he's saying is, right now, who's out in the scene, who's making...
I mean, they got a Boogie with the Hoodie who's huge.
Yeah, but do we...
I mean, Rito, but he's huge. The Fivio Foreign is big.
I mean, you're naming guys, but...
I don't listen to them.
I think Montana's still on a bigger level as of right now. He's still getting more views and more clicks. That's what counts now.
It's a low bar.
It's
a low bar when
the lowest.
Funk Master Flex
but
has to say this.
I guess what he's saying is Basically, what he's saying is New York hip hop is in trouble.
I would say if he came out and said New York is washed because French is the hottest thing in New York hip hop, then I'd be like, okay, that's cool. But to like make these proclamations just sound so forced. Just,
but I mean, I'm not saying
do better.
He's
Flex.
right, but I understand what he's saying because if the roster ain't great, he's the best of the worst. You know what I mean? And that could be right because I have been, and you too, I mean, French he's been everywhere in the last couple, especially since Max came home, right? They've been doing. I'm not saying the shit's good, but it's out there, and really nobody else in New York is really out there like that. So in that regards, maybe, but that once again, you're right. It's an extremely low bar. But you know, Flex does shit like that. Flex has a problem with Jay-Z for the last 15 years, so he's probably doing that too because some of you might know the concerts today. Jay-Z's 30th. So Flex likes to do shit like that too. He likes to dig. He likes to do it. He's very he
sold out.
Yeah. So that shit doesn't shock me.
Yeah, this concert series is gonna kill this weekend. Can you imagine being in New York?
And now Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you guys don't know, today's they're doing the Reasonable Doubt album. Tomorrow they're doing the Blueprint album, and then Sunday they're doing. People are saying it's going to be like a mixture,
General,
or it could be
General Jay-Z
everything
catalog.
Else. Yeah,
he's got so
many hits. And now they're extending it. They're going to Paris.
Damn.
They're going to do a show in Paris. They're doing one somewhere in California.
Dude, he's a bad dude, man.
I'd love to see him come to Vancouver. And not a Rogers Arena. I mean, like a BC Place, like a final send off, right? Like that.
He did with JT when he came, right? They did that. They did BC Place. I'm pretty sure they did BC Place.
I think I know he did. Didn't he do BC Place with Beyonce?
I think they did too. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. It could have been with JT too. I mean, at that time it was pretty big. Okay, the last piece of news for me is Master P and Birdman announced that Cash Money and No Limit are going on tour.
Damn.
Together, starting September 16th.
I love that.
They're doing a 17-city U.S. arena tour. And it features everybody from Versus.
Shit.
Except for Turk. Turk wasn't on Versus. So yeah, everybody that you saw on Versus, with the addition of Mercedes, she's going to be on the tour. And they both came to an agreement, and both P and Birdman's they're going to be in the tour as well. This is great for hip hop, man.
Love it.
I mean, people. I mean, listen,
why not?
Why not? I mean,
people want to see that. There's so much nostalgia for
all
them.
those hit songs in one concert.
Yeah.
That'd be banging.
Yeah,
man.
it's gonna be live. Yeah. As long as they come with it, as long as they're ready and prepared and perform well, I'm with it.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want you on stage, gasping and choking on your own breath. And get it right. Get it right.
No Limit have done a bunch of reunion tours. I don't know if you've seen them in the last 4 or 5 years, and they've been pretty good.
And P likes to run. He likes to do that thing.
He likes to run, man.
He stands at that one spot and he just runs.
Yeah, he likes to run.
The wild man.
And I think Versus really brought back that nostalgia of how good they are. Yeah, because it's great. So I mean, this is great, man. Especially for us late teens at the time when literally they were coming out and about, and now
seeing their whole come up
and all this over the years, like the so-called beef and this and that, for them to come together is huge.
Big.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
It's big. His sex is gonna be no mystical.
You heard what happened to him, right?
Yeah.
He's going to.
He's going under the bus,
and he's going to Angola, which is literally the worst jail.
There's another rapper there right now too in Angola.
Not good.
But yeah, sucks. Lil Wayne's gonna be on the tour?
Oh, sorry, no. So everybody who was on Versus. So no Wayne. Yeah, which unfortunately,
you're basically getting Birdman.
Waters it down a bit.
Yeah, you're getting Birdman, Manny Fresh, Juvenile,
BG. Yep.
And No Turk and No Wayne.
No Wayne.
I mean,
Mercedes, Mia, Silk, Fiend,
Master
Mac, Mr. Servon, and Master P. They didn't say no Snoop. Oh, I guess a special guest will be Boozy.
Boozy bad.
Yeah, Boozy bad. Now I think you'll probably see if I just from the trajectory. I think when they go to certain cities, you'll probably see guys from that area rap. Like for example, if they go
Yeah,
to KL,
yeah.
you might see T.I. pop in,
Yeah.
or Luda.
Yeah, they
if you
got
go to
that.
LA, you might see Snoop pop in, right?
crazy.
So you'll probably see a little bit of that. But yeah, it's nonetheless, it's a big thing for hip hop, man. So yeah, that's it for me. Any? Do you have a fun fact, right?
Yeah. Let's get into Fun Fact Friday.
Yeah,
And
before we start.
it goes right into the album that we're doing today called Ready to Die.
Oh, shit.
So there's only one hip hop collab on the entire album.
Correct.
And that's with METHOD, man. So they got this collab on the song What?
Correct.
And they weren't sure if they were going to do this collab in the beginning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is kind of like a last minute thing. So with this album, I don't know if it's part of your breakdown, but the first 3 songs they had to buy back from the company.
From Uptown?
Yeah, from Uptown.
Right.
So Bad Boy
Right.
had to find a way to get this music back to start the album.
I didn't know they had to buy it out, but I know. So a portion of the album was under Uptown.
Yes.
Because
3 songs.
Because Diddy was the executive there.
Yeah.
And he had brought in B.I.G. and then they had signed him, and then when things fizzled out and he got fired by Andre Harrell because he was just too larger than life.
Yeah.
He was gonna he took Biggie with him. Harrell let him have him, but there was
beef.
There was obviously restrictions
Oh, yeah,
for a while.
for sure.
So
Yeah.
yeah, wow. I didn't know they had to buy back.
So they had to buy back those songs to
Shit.
start the album. And the song with Method Man came up like last minute, and Meth comes to the studio, and instead of getting paid in money,
Right.
he asked to get paid in a lot of cannabis
He actually asked for it.
and pills. Yeah.
Like painkillers?
Like
ecstasy
yeah,
and shit like that?
yeah, and,
Oh,
and,
shit.
and this was
Wow,
the
I did not
payment
know that.
for him to be on this song, and this is wild Meth, right? This is
Yeah.
Wu-Tang at his peak.
This is him jumping in the crowd.
For sure. This
Yeah.
is Method Man at the highest level, you know. And the really weird thing is when we get into this album, we get into the song, I totally didn't feel that on this song at all. And maybe it speaks to the deal that they made. Maybe he was just too high and out of his mind.
Like, it didn't blow you away.
It was so mid.
Yeah. For me, it was a bit
And Method's got one of my favorite flows on earth, but the song just didn't do it.
And-
but yeah, so Fun Fact Friday, Meth didn't get paid for
I
this.
didn't know. And I didn't. Well, you
And
actually
he willingly.
Actually, you got 2 fun facts because I didn't realize that they had to buy those songs.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a crazy way to start the album.
But and here's the thing again, and I you know, we had one of our group outings, and Elite was talking about Diddy, and ultimately the shit that he did is still really not the crime doesn't really fit the time, right? Or the time, right? But nonetheless, you gotta give Diddy credit. If he didn't do what he did with Big, we wouldn't have maybe seen that album.
It's a lot of great music.
Like he
Not just that
literally-
album, so many subsequent great albums.
Like Uptown
Came.
could have just said, "Fuck this album,
Yeah.
trash it,
Yeah.
not give it, and throw it away."
There's so many reasons
Like
for
Diddy fought for a people.
and there's so many reasons for Big not to win.
Absolutely.
He's fat, he's really dark, he's like not
I mean,
attractive.
that
he's got-
was-
the big boy doesn't walk up, all
Absolutely.
these different things stacked against him, and he takes it all in stride, black and ugly as ever.
However, and I think that's why he was very loyal to Diddy.
Yeah.
Regardless
Yeah.
of the bullshit, he knew that this guy believed in me when a lot of people didn't.
But he was smart. He
And there's
only
something
signed-
to that.
He only signed a 3-album deal.
Yeah.
Right? The
Yeah.
double album, he was going to be out.
Yeah.
He was going to start the Junior Mafia
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So it always kind of like, there's always a bit of poison for me when I see that because it's like, Diddy did him. Diddy did him dirty.
Yeah.
Right? It feels, to me,
Yeah.
it feels like Diddy killed him.
I know what you're saying.
Because Diddy came up in like, you know, his dad was a gangster.
Yeah, straight
you know,
and
he
like a
came-
ruthless gangster.
Yeah, in that really dangerous era.
Melvin Combs, man, he was Harlem's
So-
finest. He made the front page of the New York something in regards to his criminal activity.
So he, you know, Diddy's been a Jason his whole life.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's kind of like the way he does things.
And you could see, I mean, remember when he went into Steve Stubbs' office and threw the chair at him for the Nas video? I mean, this guy he's not
But the fact that I'm
he's not a
making-
punk by any
The fact
means.
that I'm making the band, they sent these fucking kids
Juniors
on foot.
to get one piece of cheesecake, not a whole cheesecake, one slice.
Yeah, that kind of
And he didn't even eat it.
that kind
Remember,
of
he just looked at me like, thanks.
What a shithead. That kind of ego, like that kind of willingness to
Yeah, that's a
put people
whole,
down like
that's a
that,
whole
is
other.
just what a
Yeah,
dickhead.
well, karma's a bitch.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay, So, the album up for review today is Ready to Die. The Notorious B.I.G. I don't think there's a lot of rappers who have more nicknames than Biggie.
He's got a lot of
Notorious B.I.G. Then you got Big. You got Biggie Smalls. You got Biggie. I mean, you got Frank Wright.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, how many nicknames you fucking have? Jesus Christ.
But Jay-Z, him and Jay-Z were parallels. Jay had a lot of nicknames too, right?
Very true.
He's got
Very
a
true.
big.
Jay-Z,
If that commission
Jehovah.
album ever happened, dude, hip hop would have
Brooklyn's finest.
Hip hop would have never been the same.
Yeah, hip hop would have never been the same.
Yeah.
Ready to Die, when that album came out, I didn't know anything about it. It wasn't even on my radar. What about you?
Nope.
I think we were both on the same wavelength at that point.
Nope. Yeah, we didn't see it.
My first introduction to the album was Big Poppa. I remember watching the video, and I didn't really like it. I didn't like the song. I was like, eh. I still don't really like it. I don't know.
Shit.
Yeah, there's something about it it's kind of like, I don't know if it has too much funk in it or something. It's just like, I don't know. Whatever.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and at that time I didn't even care about the rapping, so it wasn't even like the lyrics that would have been like, oh, he's a good lyricist. I didn't give a shit about that. But I remember that was my first introduction to it, and then after that, we hated Biggie because Tupac told us that on Hit 'Em Up, Biggie's an asshole. Yeah. And so we did not like Biggie for a long and anything basically linked to Bad Boy. We would refuse to listen to.
Yeah.
Although it was some of the best music out. Like 112, all that stuff was just popping. Total and we I think we might have silently.
We're like vampires.
Yeah.
Garlic.
And then
It burns.
and then I want to say I think after Tupac's death we got a little bit more clarity.
Big time.
Because I remember when
Big
Biggie died,
time.
we were all together,
Yeah.
and that affected us a bit.
For
too,
sure.
right?
For sure. It was
Yeah.
a gut punch, man.
And then we saw his genius, and then that's when I really started to really deep dive into the album. Then of course Life After Death. Okay, so Ready to Die, debut album, Notorious B.I.G. released. Wow, it's gonna make us look real old. Released on September 13th, 1994. We were in grade 9, grade 10,
94. Yeah. Grade 9.
grade 9. Yeah, it would have been grade 9. Yeah, we were in
That's
grade 9.
crazy.
So we would have been 13, 14 when this album
Children.
came out. And right now we're in our late 30s. I know the math doesn't add up. But, by Bad Boy Records. This was, we were talking about it earlier, but this was only the second album on Bad Boy Records. A young label, not making any money at this point. They're just kind of breaking even. Fun fact, the first album on Bad Boy Records we were talking about was Craig Mack, Flavor in the Year. And I don't know if you heard this, but Diddy was slick. He did a maxi single where he put Flavor in the Year on one side A, and he did Big Poppa on side B, and you know what he called it? The Big Mac. and he had it in a little
Big Mac
case. Yeah. Which was pretty fucking genius, right? Yeah. R.I.P. Craig Mack and R.I.P. Biggie.
You on your knees.
It was recorded between 1993 and 1994 in New York at the Hit Factory, the famous Hit Factory. And the album is a somewhat of an autobiographical album, which he's kind of telling a story from birth till death. The album is storytelling at its finest.
It's a fictional take.
Whether
on his
you like
life.
it or not, the storytelling is beautiful.
Brilliant.
Because it's
Brilliant.
coherent.
Brilliant.
It's not just an album with tracks. There's a beginning, there's a middle, and there's an end, and there's everything. It's a movie.
Yeah.
And Ready to Die is
genius.
he stays true to the title.
Yeah.
That's the album. He's saying that he dies at the end of the album, which we're reviewing. He dies.
He's a thematic
what
genius.
happens. Yeah.
Sure.
So you don't see a
Brilliant.
lot of that, right?
Very
I
few.
think you had mentioned Kendrick did something like that, right? Where
Yeah.
he did something backwards,
Damn,
right?
yeah.
But it's not the same, but it is the same in the sense of it's
He actually thought about the
right,
sequence.
Right. So, anyways, it's kind of showing him as a young criminal early on his birth. He's a young criminal, and then he gets into crime, and then he dies. That's kind of the gist of the album. This is interesting. It was actually the only album, and I didn't even think about this, but it was actually the only album that was released during his lifetime because he was actually murdered 16 days before Life After Death. So he didn't even get to see. So this was the only album that he got to see released.
That sucks.
Which is crazy, right?
That's terrible.
That's absolutely terrible. Yeah. And the second album being Life After Death.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because Life After Death literally picks off where this stops in the sense of him on life support and coming, like it was just genius. And then his third album, Born Again, a lot of people don't know, although that was a posthumous album, he already had the title ready. And some of the rapping was already done. So the album was already
It was a real thing.
It was a real thing.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
It was kind of like 50% done. It was kind of like Easy E Straight Off the Streets of motherfucking Compton. Like it was almost done.
Yeah, yeah.
But so it was a trilogy, which is kind of genius, right? Ready to Die, Life After Death, Born Again. Like it's cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, album features one guest appearance, like Elite said before, from Wu-Tang member Method Man, which is in 1994 you could have done better than Method Man, but maybe you couldn't because it's not like Biggie was Tupac,
and I think
a lot of people didn't know Biggie.
Yeah, I think a lot of it was taste. Like he wanted Meth on the album,
right. Although
like
he was kind of direct competition
for sure
because Wu-Tang was ruling in 99. They came out in 93,
killing,
right? And then Tikal came out before this album, so Meth was actually a bigger artist. So maybe that makes sense. There were 3 official singles released from the album: Juicy, which is one of my favorite songs of all time,
wonderful song,
Big Poppa, and One More Chance, the remix.
Yes.
Now, that song, the remix is not on the album,
which is terrible,
and it's not even on the remastered version.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Which is
just makes no sense.
That makes absolutely like on the,
one of his best tracks.
I mean, how can you not? Anyways, so yeah. Big Poppa was a hit on multiple charts, peaking at number 6 on the Billboard Top 100 when, hip hop songs, we're not talking about rap charts, we're talking about the Hot 100. So to be number 6, that'd be like now where, Kendrick, Drake are the only kind of rappers that hit the top 10, right? 100.
Yeah.
Everybody else is Taylor
Regularly.
Swift, Olivia, it's all that shit.
Yeah.
So for B.I.G. to do it in 90, and from a first album, like
and a hip hop album.
In 1994, that's crazy. So that's pretty impressive.
Dark hip hop album.
Very dark. It was actually the album, the song Big Poppa was nominated for a Grammy Award too, for Best Rap Solo Performance.
Yes.
At the 1996 Grammys, because the album didn't actually come out till 94 it came out, but it didn't actually have traction until about like 95. So then everything kind of came after that. So I got a quote from a journalist where he said it was significant. The album was significant for revitalizing the East Coast hip hop scene when West Coast hip hop's commercial dominance was very relevant. And I think what he means by that is he was basically saying Death Row.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking, because at that time by the time Ready to Die came out, we already had The Chronic and we had Doggy Style. And those two albums, and we had Murder Was a Kid. So with all that, I mean, West Coast was kind of ruling, right?
Honestly, they were foundationally changing the musical landscape.
Well said, yeah.
Because nobody had brought that kind of melody into hip hop before. Dre was just
on
his game.
Because early 90s, like 90 to 92, we had East and West kind of hitting hard.
Yeah.
You had the Das Effects, you had
but it was still
Enemy,
rooted
but then
in,
you had NWA.
and rooted in boom bap.
Right. And then all of a sudden Death Row just kind of took
everything.
Over. And then Wu came in
and
had a little bit, but that wasn't enough.
Dre and Daz changed everything.
And then Dog Pound, and not even Dog Pound, so that's important for the album because it brought it brought the championship back to New York for a minute.
They needed it. That's what they call him, the king of New York, right?
Yeah, and I can see why. It's been ranked by a lot of critics as one of the greatest hip hop albums, as well as one of the greatest albums of all time, not just hip hop. In 2020, it was ranked, and this is impressive, it was ranked number 22 on Rolling Stone's top 500 greatest albums.
Wow.
22. Not hip-hop albums. Greatest albums of all time. That's actually very impressive. In 2024, it was added to the National Recording Registry by the Library of Congress. The only other album that we've reviewed so far that hit that mark, I don't know if you remember, was Nas, Illmatic, in which we had said, which is culturally, historically, and or aesthetically significant. That's a big deal. That's a big deal, right?
Yeah.
The album was released with a cover showing an infant resembling the artist, though through sporting an afro. That's the cover. Which pertains to the concept of the artist's life from birth to his death. But it's been listed as one of the greatest hip hop covers of all time. Do you think this is one of the greatest hip hop of all time?
I think it's really cool.
I don't know if I would say this is. I mean,
I think
it's very iconic.
Great concept. Yeah.
I don't know if it's one of the greatest.
I think it's probably one of the most recognizable.
It's definitely one of the most recognizable. The source included the album. The source added. So initially, when the album came out, they did it as 4.5. They redid it again in 2002 and did it to 5 mics.
Suckers.
Yeah, they took it back. So that's kind of the gist of the album. Like I said, when the album, I didn't really listen to the. I mean, I didn't buy the album until probably, like
later.
Like 98, 99. You know what I mean? Like late.
Juicy was the first intro for me.
Juicy was the first intro for you?
Yeah,
okay.
The video.
Right.
The music video.
Right.
I'll never forget the video because it was crazy
iconic,
to me see.
super iconic.
Yeah, there was so much new imagery that you hadn't seen before, right?
Yeah.
Diddy was a mastermind.
The album has a total of the original album had 14 tracks, and then 17 tracks. My mistake. And then they re-released it with they remastered the album years ago, and they added 2 more tracks to it. So the new version that you buy now, either online or in the stores, will have 2 more songs on it. The version that we have is the original pressing. Also, with the new version, Bad Boy and Puff got sued for 3 songs where they didn't clear the sample properly. So the songs are still there, but they had to take certain samples, like this. So the music's a little different.
Yeah.
So it's
that's why they did so many remasters, right?
That's why they did so many remasters, exactly. So anyways, we'll start with with track number 1, which is the intro, produced by Puff. Production on this album is notable production. Puffy, of course, Easy Mo B, who's actually a legend and did a lot. If you don't know who Easy Mo B is, a New York producer who did a lot of work on Me Against the World. He did about 50 to 60%.
Yeah.
So this guy has worked with the greatest. Really super underrated. Chucky Thompson, who ended up becoming part of the Hitman. DJ Premier and Lord Finesse. So, I mean, you guys just got
cream of the crop from New York.
Anyways, intro. I got. It's not a song. It's kind of a theater of the mind where it's showing. You're hearing him. Basically, come into the world. His parents are fighting, arguing, and then it kind of switches over to him pulling a robbery, right? His criminal time, and then he's going to jail. So that's the introduction. And you hear a little bit of him, and then you also hear a sample. I don't know if you caught it, but you hear a sample of Snoop.
Yeah,
the
love
Shiznit
it.
from
It's
Doggy
so
Style
dope.
in the background.
That's one of Snoop's best tracks.
It's a very underrated track.
So good.
Yeah. I like the intro. I thought it worked well, and it's titled intro as well. It set up, like, especially now that we can really analyze it. Maybe not back then, but you really set up the theme of the album.
For sure.
Like you kind of knew, okay, this is the direction we're going to. I liked it. I gave it a 5 out of 5. I just thought it was well done.
Yeah,
what it was supposed to
well executed, super thematic.
Yeah.
I love the fact that they dropped Snoop in there when I was listening to it. I totally remember that. I mean, I don't know if I've ever actually listened to the album front to back like this.
Ready to
Yeah.
I haven't.
So I don't think I
This was
paid
my
attention
first
to the
time.
intro.
No,
But yeah, it was cool hearing Snoop in there because you didn't really know whether or not they had beef. And I remember hearing like, that's weird because at this time, the beef would have been there already.
So
It would have been bubbling.
So this is 94, right?
And Pac got shot in 94, right?
So
At
Pac,
Quad Studios.
but keep in mind, Pac wasn't affiliated with Death Row at this time.
Yeah, this is still
hadn't
Me
gone-
Against
he
the
hadn't gone-
World.
he hadn't gone to jail
Yeah,
yet.
this is me against
He was in jail at this time, right?
Yeah.
So this was the time where he's in jail, but Death Row's not. This is early Tupac in jail.
Yeah.
So right now, everything's up in the air.
Not signed, none of that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So the beef didn't really hit the fan until the '95 Source Awards.
Right.
It got a little bit more deep then,
Right,
and this was done prior to that. So, and Snoop has said, and Daz, I've been seeing some stuff from Daz. They said they were all friends.
Yeah, they're all cool.
Like they would come to New York.
Yeah.
Puffy would come there. So there was a friendship there, and Suge and Puffy were friends long before the beef.
So weird.
So it's a lot of yeah. Anyway, so what did you rate it?
Yeah, it's 5 for me.
5 for
Great
you.
job.
Perfect. Track number 2, titled "Things Done Change," produced by Donnell Scott. Another Death Row sample. Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Little Ghetto Boy.
Definitely didn't use it as well though.
I thought the beat it's very New York.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
super New York, obviously. It's not the worst beat in the world. The storytelling, I thought the lyricism was great. I didn't mind the beat. I haven't listened to this song. I remember listening to that. As soon as I heard the beat, I'm like, oh, I've heard this before, but I've never heard it in the sense of like actually listening to the whole song. And it wasn't bad. I gave it, I somewhat liked the beat, but I really liked the rapping, so I gave it a 4 out of 5. It was, the storytelling was really, really, really dope.
Yeah. Big's flow is super old school.
Yeah.
It feels. See, the thing for me, we'll get into that eventually, but it feels. I just feel like a lot of the beats on the album just don't have enough for Big's flow. I think
you're not wrong.
I think Big's doing stuff on the track that is way better.
Right, way advanced than the music.
And the beats are. I don't really like this beat. Didn't really fuck with this beat.
Fair enough.
The lyrics are crazy.
Right.
Like just the simple stuff you got. Remember back in the day, way shades of cornbread. Like he really does that old school flow that feels new all the time.
Right.
So I love the bars. The hook is dope. I just wish the beat was better.
You can tell. You can definitely tell that he's a student of hip hop.
Oh, without a doubt.
Right. Like
Without
he
a doubt.
really studied hip hop.
Yeah. He crafts bars really well. They say he doesn't use the pen
Right.
in the studio, and
Yeah.
you can tell.
Yeah, Jay-Z confirmed that.
This feels like a freestyle. It feels like a dude freestyle.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the more I listen to it, the more it's like, wow, like he told these really intricate stories. Maybe he wrote them down, memorized them, whatever it is.
Right.
But the fact that in the studio, no pen, no pad.
Yeah.
So even if he did memorize stuff, he's probably still going to change stuff.
Sure.
It doesn't change how special it is.
Yeah.
So to be able to do this freestyle, because he introduces language for stuff that we I don't know what the hell castle shades are.
Yeah.
Right? He talks about shooting Skelly. I don't know what shooting Skelly means.
So I know what that is now. Because those are back now. You've probably seen the last couple of years where, especially like hip hop artists, they wear these really thick black frames with the gold, with the gold trim around, like specifically gold. Those Krizal or whatever. They're a specific type of really chunky, which was and even he kind of introduced Coogie.
Right.
The Coogie sweaters, the Bill Cosby sweaters,
big time,
right? Like
and like Moschino, like
yeah.
Big
Versace, remember the Versace shades?
Yeah, and the thing is,
I mean, that was all
it's
him.
super New York. Right?
Absolutely.
Like this stuff here was like picture pennies, honey's head the high top jelly shooting Skelly. I don't know what any of that is.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know what shooting.
Right, and he's just talking shit, but people in New York, they eat that
Yes.
up every word, right?
He's Brooklyn to the core.
To the core, and screams in the song. I wish the beat was better. I give it a 3.
Fair enough. Track number 3 is titled "Give Me the Loot," produced by Easy Mo B. And why I'm not laughing because I dislike the song. I'm laughing because I love this song so much. I have probably heard this song 7 billion trillion million trillion times. It's on my playlist, on my major playlist.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that the documentary, The Show.
Oh yeah,
You remember when Biggie and Puff are doing the live performance and they did the song?
Yeah.
The audience just
Insane.
goes nuts.
Yeah, that felt dangerous.
The chorus is so good. The lyrics are when he talks about angel dust. I'm sure.
Oh
we'll
yeah,
get
it's
into that.
phenomenal.
The beat is beautiful. Easy Moby killed it. One of my favorite tracks of all time, and the scratching in it by Easy Moby is so. I tell you when I say I miss that in a ball. It's for me, it's a flawless song. It's a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I mean, 5 is off top, 5 out of 5, without a doubt. Make it easy for you guys. But man, the stuff Big does on this song is crazy.
And it's funny because, like, nobody says loot for money. And he said loot, which is so interesting.
And let's be clear, he's doing 2 different characters.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? So he's playing 2 different people.
Yeah, you can tell with the voice.
They didn't pitch the voice. That's Big doing the voice.
Right.
He's just authentically a storyteller.
Yes.
But like,
where the cash at?
Oh, it's so good. And the thing is, when I'm reading it, I'm like, oh, nah, that makes sense when you read it. He goes, my man Inf left the tech and the 9 at my crib. Turned himself in, he had to do a bid. A 1 to 3, he be home to end the 93. I'm ready to get this paper, G. You with me? Then the voice flips. Motherfucking right. Motherfucking looking kind of tight. It's incredible storytelling at its peak.
It's genius. It's genius level.
Very few artists have reached this level of excellence on a song.
Agreed.
This is one of Big's best. Fuck, one of hip hop's best.
And it's still fresh now.
It's so wild.
You put it on and you're like bopping your head. It's just one of those songs.
And you know, again, the introduction of stuff like the herringbones and bamboos.
Yeah.
You know, like that's wild.
Yeah.
And then he does the Shaq's shout out.
Yeah.
I slam an ant like Shaquille.
Yeah,
Shit is
yeah,
real.
yeah.
When it's time to eat a meal, I rob a steal. And here's parts of Big that remind me of Pac. This is how you know Pac influenced the style.
Right.
Because there's a lot of Pac stuff. The way Pac raps. Right?
When you said it, when we were talking earlier, I was like, interesting. But you know, now that like I'm listening to the song in my head because I know it so well. There is. You can tell there's a direct correlation.
For
there,
sure.
Right? Yeah.
And you know, I'm not saying Pac taught him.
No. But
I'm
you
saying,
can tell he was influenced by
it. Because he used to open for Pac.
Yes, he did.
So when you would stand there and watch Pac on stage doing the way, things that he does. But this shit at the end, it's so simple, but it's so genius. Word to mother, I'm dangerous, crazier than a bag of fucking angel
my
does.
favorite line.
When I bust my gat, motherfuckers take dirt naps. I'm all that and a dime set. What a baby! That shit is wild.
And then the scratching. I'm a bad.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's just
easy.
so.
This is what Big needs to rap on. This shit like this.
It's so good.
This is
like. This is hip hop at its
Monster
finest. And
Without
this
a
is
doubt.
not old school. This is just hip hop at its finest.
Without a doubt. Great storytelling.
So 2 5s there.
Yeah.
Perfection of a song. Track number 4 is titled Machine Gun Funk. Now this song, there's a lot of reverence with the song in regards to the album.
Yeah.
Over the years, I've heard a lot of people talk about it.
Yeah.
And Biggie, I don't know if you know, but he actually wanted this as one of the first singles.
That's crazy.
I don't remember this song from before. I listened to it, and Easy Moby produced it, and I hated the fucking song. It's so fucking. The beat is so fucking, and maybe because it's got funk in it, and that's why I hate it. Because I don't hate funk, but I don't know this song. I don't know I don't even know what fucking machine gun funk means, but. The rapping is on point, no question about it. The beat is, and like you said, this is a perfect example where the beat doesn't equal the level of rapping that he can provide. I didn't like it. The flow was good. I give it 2.5 out of 5. I hated that.
Yeah, this song is definitely not good. I don't like the hook either. I live for the funk.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense. And this song is weird because it doesn't fit like a Biggie theme.
It absolutely doesn't.
It seems out of place. This is one of those albums that has too many songs. As we navigate the album,
many fillers.
There's too many songs.
Too many things.
This one, it's really hard for me to give it such a poor score because Big raps the shit out of this.
And he does, yeah.
This is a 2 for me.
There you go. We're very close there.
Yeah. I'm really trying not to do the hats.
You have to, but
and you know
and that's why we're a credible podcast because we could have easily just given everything 5 and be like, "Yo, it's ready to die. It's a classic." Fuck that. It's a classic when we say it's a classic.
Damn right.
We're not the source. We're years later. You're not going to see us 10 years down the road, and go.
Taking
You know what?
back.
Yeah, we're gonna give it no. Fuck that. It's a 2 and a 2.5, and it's set. number 5. Track number 5. Now we're back up again. Warning. The song's titled Warning. And when I tell you that title is so perfect because the whole song feels it's like you're in a paranoia state of what's something bad is gonna happen, right? It's the whole fucking feel of the song. I don't know how you can do that. And the beat's not super complicated, but they just have...
There's paranoia in the beat.
They got the alarm and the siren. It's just this weird... And then Puffy's whispering in the back. And I know people hate that. But he can make songs like that, I tell you. Once again, one of my personal favorite songs in hip-hop of all time. It's on my regular playlist. I love it. Easy Mobi, fantastic job. Theater of the Mind, if you listen to the song carefully, it's literally... You can visualize what's happening in the song.
Without a doubt.
5 out of 5 for me.
Yeah, Moby killed. They should just let Moby produce the whole album.
They really should have.
This is one of those openings for me that just randomly pops into my head.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this? Paging me at 5:46 in the morning, crack a donut, now I'm yawning. Yeah, that shit is so cold. Cold.
And doesn't he does a duality in this too, right?
Yeah. So down low, please chill, drop the cape up. Remember that ass from the hill up in Brownsville? Yeah, this I remember listening to the song over and over and over again because the storytelling is crazy.
It's amazing.
Yeah, the hook is dope and it's super easy. Damn, wanna stick me for my paper. Damn. It's just repeated and it's...
Yeah.
How can you not give this a 5? This is straight 5.
And Puffy does his rockabye dance, and I tell you, it goes so perfect with this fucking. I tell you, I just look at that and go, simpler times.
Here's the thing. So Pac's got that line where he goes, "Got two ones bump my bed, I feel lit." Right?
Yeah.
And this song, Big does all-purpose war. Got the wireless by the door.
Oh shit! You call? Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
And I heard that, I'm like, oh.
Was that from Me Against the World? Was that from like strictly from my...
From Me Against the World.
It was from me. Yeah. So he would have bit off of that, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
I just think there's
similarities.
There's definitely parallels.
Right.
But yeah, Big is big again. Peak storytelling. Everything he says in this is brilliant.
Yes.
And it's extremely violent.
Very violent. But in a non... Yeah, it's violent, but not in a gangster rap way, right? Like not in a like an NWA. You know where they?
You know what it feels like?
What I mean?
It feels like if Joe Pesci could rap, like Joe Pesci from Goodfellas.
Yeah,
that Joe Pesci. Yeah,
that's
if
a
he could
fucking
rap,
great
because he's
person.
wild. Like he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, he's ice picking.
Talk about ripping through the ligaments, put the F fuckers in bad predicament. Like he says some foul shit in this.
But he does it in a real intelligent way. He's not doing 187 and I'm gonna shoot you. Like he's not doing it in that way. He's doing it more in a dramatic kind of a.
And it's because of the way he flips
artistic
words.
Kind of a weird way.
The way he flips words is phenomenal.
Yeah,
He's so skilled at making. Like, I'm bringing pain, blood stains of what remains of the jacket. He had a gun, he should have packed it. Just that simple 2 lines. He does so many things in that one piece, right? He's super smart. And when he did shit like, I fuck around to get hardcore, C4 to you don't know, beef, no. You know what the fucked up thing is about how brilliant that kind of songwriting is? That's the parts that you remember.
Yeah.
And want to say when you hear it.
Sure.
But what is he saying? I fuck around and get hardcore. C4 at your door. Right? Just, he's fucking genius.
Yep.
Genius.
And
absolute 5.
Now that you're rapping it and you're stretching the words like he did,
yeah.
that is Tupac adjacent, right?
It's Pac.
Yeah. I
fueled him. He definitely fueled him.
What did you give it a 5 out of 5?
5.
Sorry?
Absolutely.
Okay. On to number 6. Title track, Ready to Die. Now, I've always had this thing with the title track. Every time I hear a title track in hip hop, I always want the artist to shoot for the fences because I feel like that's a huge. I know it sounds stupid,
means something.
But I feel like
it means something.
It meant something at one time. Now, not every album has that.
Yeah.
But some of the best ones do, right?
Yeah, even for me, like my title track is called Vanguard. The album is called Vanguard.
Right.
Vanguard's one of my favorite songs.
There you go.
So it should mean something to you.
Now, when you were making Vanguard, the song Vanguard, did you try to put more reverence to it because it was the title track? Did you
no.
consciously do that?
The album was called Vanguard way before the song Vanguard was created.
But did you make it a point to put the title track in there?
Yes, I wanted a title track. Yeah.
So it was important.
Yeah, it was
Because
important.
you could have named it anything, right?
Yeah, no, it was absolutely important.
So there is some there. So so I always have expectations. Like some are a hit and miss. So like I'll give some examples. Master P, Ice Cream Man. The song Ice Cream Man is a huge song. It hit the target. Now when I think of All Eyes on Me, the song All Eyes on Me doesn't hit the target for me.
Yeah.
It's not a bad song. It's not.
I really love All Eyes on Me, but I understand what you're saying.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm saying as a title track.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
So it's just kind of it's interesting. When I hear Jay-Z Streets is Watching, like that song Streets is Watching is like, whoa, fuck, like, or something along that line, right? Anyway, so the title is Ready to Die, title track. Produced by Easy Moby. I thought the beat was okay. It was average at best. Once again, like Elite said, the rapping doesn't justify the beat. The flow is dope. I give it a 3 out of 5. And that was being nice because of Biggie's flow. If it was any other if it was some mediocre rapper, it probably would have got into 2.
Yeah.
That's for me.
I don't really care for the hook.
No.
No. Same with me for the beat. The beat super mid for me. But again, Big's rapping is so high level.
Kills it every single time.
Yeah, this is a 3 for me. I really want to give it a better
but
score.
You can't justify it.
But
not with that
the beats just fail.
Yeah.
They really do him an injustice. And you can really hear how young he is.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, he's a kid.
For sure.
He's a kid.
For sure. And he was a kid. He was, what, 22, 21?
Probably at this time.
Yeah, because he died when he was 24.
And he
would have been like 20.
And he really reminds you that he really loves the tech.
Yes.
The tech is his gun of choice.
Yeah, he said that a lot, actually. Which makes sense, because you could, do a lot more damage with the tech. Track number 7, One More Chance. Now, this is for the hip-hop heads out there who are knowledgeable like us. You either experience that song real time or you know of it. It's not the one that you think it is. It's not the video with all the cameos, Uncle Luke, Total, Mary J. No, it's not that. It's the original version of the song. So basically, it was Crossroads before Crossroads.
Yeah.
Because East 99 never had the remix.
Right.
It only had the original Crossroads.
Yeah. That was
I bought
the
the Crossroads as a remix single when we went to the States.
Yeah.
You couldn't. Now the remastered version has it.
Right.
But the original East 99 did not have it.
Terrible.
So people I remember
I was
king in high school for a couple of weeks because everybody wanted to borrow the single. Right? Because you couldn't
gotta make copies.
Right.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so this is weird for us because we can't rate the song that we want to rate because we stayed true to the album review. But if you guys have a chance and you haven't heard the remix of One More Chance, which a lot of people think it's the original because it's so synonymous with the title, go and YouTube it because it's one of the best hip hop / R&B songs ever. You throw that in a party, people are bopping their heads, they're dancing. You got Puffy,
iconic song.
Puffy in the hot tub with a young Misha. It's
that's a tell your friends bullshit, right?
Right. That's good memory, man. Your memory's pretty good, man.
For moments.
But this version is trash.
It's so trash.
And this is what I quote myself on this. Thank God for the remix.
Oh,
that's
man.
what I put. Beat is subpar. Rapping is okay once again. So I gave it a 2.5 just because it's big.
Yeah, it's so bad. You know what's weird? I know I've heard this album. I know at one point Ashif owned this album.
Yeah,
so
I think he ordered it from like BMG or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
So I know I've sat with this album and went through the album. This song is so bad.
I've never heard this version.
Okay.
So I've never heard it. Because I never did a whole, although I owned the album, I only listened to the hits. I didn't do a deep dive. I did more of a deep dive with Life After Death. Because that was a little bit more, that was at a point where we appreciated it more. So then I took that album and rolled with it. And I forgot about this one except for the hits.
We were over
Apocalypse. Right. We were over the negativity. But I never heard this version and I'm glad I never heard it before because what a waste of 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, he talks about his dick a lot. Like, Yeah, he really likes talking about his dick for sure. Song super mid for me. And again, it's another 2, man.
Yeah, we're very similar.
It's crazy.
We're actually very, very close here. Number 8, it's an interlude titled "Fuck Me," and it's funny because Puffy produced it, and Puffy is basically in it, and the title speaks for itself. Is what's happening, and Puffy's involved in it, and it's kind of funny now. It's got Jodeci playing in the background. I don't know what this is. It's weird. And now, I guess because I look at it as a different lens with Puffy, all the shit that's going on.
Back then?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And it's weird because I feel like this is one of the things where it wasn't a big decision. I feel like Puffy was like, hey, Big, we should put this on there. And Big was like, what, Puff? This doesn't make any sense. He's like, nah, we gotta do it. It was almost like he had to show his early manhood or his I'm a player, I'm a this, I'm a that. I don't know any, whatever the case is, but it was it's so useless.
Okay, can I make it way worse for you?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I don't know if you...
An additional fun fact Friday is that...
Oh, you got a sequel to Fun Fact?
Yeah.
Oh,
they were actually fucking. Like, that is real audio.
Okay, now how do you know this?
So this was part of the research I was doing.
You the feds? Are you the feds?
So when I was trying, because when we do Fun Fact Friday, I want to get something really obscure.
Absolutely.
So I try to find as obscure stuff as possible, and I'm reading this. I'm like,
that's a little too obscure.
So it was Big, and I'm pretty sure it was Lil' Kim, and they're
that sounds about right.
In the studio, and Puff just turned the mic. So this dude was watching people get down in the night. It was all there. We chose to turn a blind eye.
So what you're saying is Puff was doing the creep shit early 90s?
I think he was experimenting with Big. And maybe that's why Big wasn't
Big
fucking
know
with
this?
him.
Did he know this? Obviously he must have.
Yeah. He consented to it. It was part of it. Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe not so fun fact.
It's a DF. It's a disturbing. It's a DFF.
So what does it even get?
Disturbing
What does it even get as an interlude?
Yeah, I don't even know what. Like I said, it's one of those things where it makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
But except for Puff's ego,
Super out of place.
or his. Now that I realize it's not him, then it was more of a fetish of some sort.
Big time.
A weird kind of a thing.
Yeah, it's very out of place.
Nonetheless, it's for me. It's I don't even know. I think I gave it a 2 out of 5 because of the Jodeci sample. Not the sample, but the Jodeci.
I would give it a 1 only because of the attempt.
I should have given it a 1.
Just because of the attempt.
You know what?
It's a great attempt at.
I regret giving it a 2.
Pushing the borders of free speech because they really went for it.
Yeah, I regret giving it a 2.
Yeah.
If I could do a 2002 source rewrite, I would have given it a 1. I don't know why I gave it a 2, but yeah, you're right. So you gave it a 1, right?
A 1.
Yeah, that's so not. Yeah, that's so accurate. Okay, track number 9. We were talking about this song earlier, titled "The What," featuring a young METHOD
Man.
fresh from Enter the 36 Chambers success and Tikal.
Can't wait to do that album. My goodness.
Yeah. Only feature on the album. When I first thought about it, I was like, fine, Method Man, but no, Method Man. Nothing against Method. Method's dope, but when you think of Big, you think of like Jay-Z and all these, but those people weren't in the picture at this time, so we gotta think about that. This is '94. Big was just coming. Like people kind of knew who he was, but he was still new kid on the block.
Oh yeah, for
right?
sure.
So it wasn't like all these people were gonna feature on his album, right?
Yeah,
I think Method Man was a good choice because he was hot at the time, and he could. And let's face it, he would. Would you say he's on Big's level as far as?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
As far as MC quality, for sure.
He's close, right?
For sure.
Yeah. Okay, so the beat is produced by Easy Moby. I didn't like the beat. Once again, it's one of those flip flops.
Make sense.
He makes one dope beat and then he makes.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Didn't like the beat. The flow was good. Meth was good. Meth wasn't great. He did what he did, but I think you're right. I don't think you got the best of Meth, but it wasn't his worst performance either. I just feel like you didn't need him on that song.
At all.
Like it didn't add anything.
Because he didn't sound like Meth.
Yeah.
He didn't have because the thing with Method Man, he's got one of my favorite cadences because he really knows how to ride a beat. He stays in the pocket incredibly well. True. But on this, he rapped like Big, and it just doesn't. I don't. If you're gonna put Meth on a track, make him rap like Meth.
Yeah.
Then you can see the parallels.
Yeah.
Right?
And the thing is, you know, if Biggie didn't have a lot of features, even on the second album, the features were mostly like R&B features.
Yeah.
Like the R.
Yeah.
And the raps that he did were like Bo. Like that's a feature. That's how you do a feature, right?
Crazy.
If you're gonna do a feature, you do it like that, where it's like you kill it, or like a Thug Love. That's a feature. You don't waste a feature. Like I feel like this is just a waste of a feature.
The only good part for me, in the middle of the song, Big goes, "Don't tempt me, you don't want to fuck with the ME," and then Meth comes in with THOD, man, here I am, I'll be damned. And then the thing is, he goes right into like a big flow. If the thing is some shit, come to spread the butter lyrics over how many grit. It's a low killer death trap. Yes, I'm a jet black. It's very reminiscent of Big. Meth doesn't spit like that.
Right.
Tikal is like, you know, he chops shit up on the bars. But yeah, I don't really like the beat. I don't really like the song. It got a 2 for me.
You got a 2, so we're close again on it. And now we're back up again. Track number 10, Juicy. One of my favorite tracks of all time. Perfect. When you think about perfect hip hop songs, this is in the library of that for me.
Flawless. Yeah.
Flawless beat, great sample. Which Biggie didn't like the song.
Yeah.
He didn't like.
That's
I shouldn't say
crazy.
song. He didn't like the beat.
Yeah.
Puffy was instrumental in being like, no,
Made
you
him
gotta
do it.
trust me. Biggie wasn't into the sampling, especially of the old school stuff, because it's a great sample. But Puff alongside a young Poke from the future Trackmasters, Tone and Poke. So he was just Poke. He hadn't even met Tone. Trackmasters didn't even exist. And this is perfect. 5 out of 5. And even the video is complimentary.
So cool.
Right?
It's
The
such
whole
a cool
the
video.
song,
The angles
the video,
that they used. Yeah.
and even if you don't like hip hop, you like this song.
For sure.
It's just one of those
It
songs.
supersedes just the genre, right?
Right,
It
and
goes
it's
on
not-
to become like one of the greatest songs of all time.
I don't know if you remember, but we were back in like 2006 and 2007. We were all in my car, and we were coming from somewhere, and the song came on, and we all rapped the song in the car. Like the females knew the song. And this is one of those songs where people know the lyrics.
The words.
I guess is what I'm trying
Word
to get to.
for word.
And that's not easy.
It's rare. It's so rare.
Right? Sometimes you'll know like a couple of lines, but
Yeah.
for people who don't really listen to hip hop to say, then it's like what?
It's one of the biggest songs ever made. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say G Thing
Yeah.
is like that, but
Absolutely.
more for hip hop fans.
Yes.
That know all the words.
Right.
It's obviously got crossover appeal.
Yeah.
But Juicy is like
It's like a California line.
California
You know what I mean? Like one of those songs where
Yeah.
non-hip hop
It's just
fans can sit
outrageous.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. This was one of the greatest songs of all time. Big's flow is masterful.
Right.
Um,
Absolutely.
the way he tells the story, and again, it's so funny because we take him literally, and his mom was like, no, you were middle class, you went to private school, don't act like you were out in these streets. But this is not autobiographical. This is a story.
Sure.
Big's telling a story.
There's some elements
For sure.
but you're right. It's like the best way to describe it is based on a true story.
Yes.
When you say based,
Yes.
that means there's going to be
Not
some
necessarily his.
word- Exactly.
But maybe his homie, right?
Right.
And that's not to say he wasn't out in the streets doing dirt. Yeah, obviously, we knew when he became a teenager.
Yes.
He was out in the streets doing shit.
Absolutely.
But growing up as a kid, he didn't have a hard life.
That wasn't the life he was living.
But when you hear that, it was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine.
Yeah.
Like every single human will rap along to that.
Absolutely.
It's iconic.
And it really stays true to hip hop because our word up was the source.
yeah.
So I can relate to what he's saying.
Yeah.
Because we were,
Opening the pages.
even if we didn't, I didn't want to be MC, Elite did, but we wanted to be hip hop,
Yeah.
and that was our introduction. So what
Yeah.
he's saying is correct, and he's shouting out guys like Herbie Lovebug,
Yeah.
and he's hip hop, man. He's paying tribute long before. Like a lot of people weren't paying tribute to the old school
Yeah, not like
guys
that.
in their raps.
No, not
they
like
weren't,
that.
not
No,
really.
No, not like that.
And then he comes out, he's talking about magazines, he's talking about DJs, he's talking about rappers, and
Yeah.
like that's dope, man.
It's-
You imagine being one of those guys and hearing your song on the radio and they're talking about you.
You're immortalized.
That's cool, man.
Forever immortalized.
You know, that's a tribute that, and then
Yeah.
now that tribute holds it's such a higher level now because of what Biggie became.
Well, and now it carries on for generations.
Absolutely.
So obviously my kids know these songs
Right.
inside and out.
Yeah.
But they don't know who Love Bug Starsky
Nope.
is, but
Nope.
they know the name exists.
Right. What's Word
because
Up
of this.
Magazine? But now they can go
Exactly.
online and be like, oh shit, it was a hip hop magazine,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
like I didn't know what Word Up Magazine was when I heard this. And we didn't have a chance to do it.
We would have had no connection.
But now we can go back and be like, oh shit.
Yeah,
He literally breaks it down.
And you know, the Salt and Pepper, the Heavy D, all
Yes.
that's the artist
Yes.
he loves.
Yeah.
Monumental 5. Monumental 5.
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Track number 11, titled Everyday Struggle. Produced by the Blues Brothers. It's a very 90s beat. It's a very like Lords of the Underground, Das Effect. Like it's very like early 90s New York beat, which is not bad. It doesn't work here for me. It's not the worst beat, but it doesn't equal his rap. So I gave it a 3 out of 5 because the beat was a little bit better than some of the other ones, but still nothing great. It could have been a 2.5.
Yeah, completely agree with the beat. It's super mid. Oh man, you're gonna fucking hate this. Okay, I was listening to the song, and the first person I thought of was Sham, whatever it is. Because he starts off the song is, I don't want to live no more. Sometimes see your death knocking at my front door. I'm living every day like a hustle. Another drug to juggle. Another day, another struggle. This is exactly what this motherfucker says in his messages.
Everyday struggle.
Right? He literally thinks he's living and ready to die.
Everyday struggle.
So it made me laugh. It's a song like, I don't know if I can take it seriously.
You a cold motherfucker, man. You a cold motherfucker.
And this song deserves some cold shoulder treatment. It's not good.
Let's just put it this way. It was an everyday struggle for me to listen to the whole song. Without skipping it.
Yeah, but you know, again, Big.
But the rapping is good.
Yeah.
Like the rapping never falls short.
Big just knows, man.
Yeah.
He knows how to use his cadence well. He knows how to use his bars.
I felt like there was a lot of that on Illmatic.
Yeah.
Where the music was not always
Didn't
great,
hold up.
but the rapping was amazing. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you give it?
The GED was the B.I.G. I got PAID. That's why my moms hate me. Like,
yeah.
He's just so on point.
He's on point.
Fuck, but the beat is so bad. But this is one of the better verses.
Right.
Both verses are really good. So this is a 3 for me.
Nice. We're actually very accurate. Yeah. Track number 12, titled Me and My Bitch. Anytime you hear bitch in a track, 9 times out of 10 it's not going to be great. For a male MC. If they put bitch in the title of the song, for the most part. MC Ray made a song called Bitch Made Killer. That was pretty cool. But that's kind of the, most of the time, bitch, I don't know, it just doesn't work. Like I guess Apache's Gangsta Bitch wasn't
That was
bad.
pretty good.
Yeah, that was okay. Yeah,
that wasn't bad.
Yeah. Produced by the Blues Brothers and Puffy and Chucky Thompson, which would later on they would become part of the Hitman. This is early Hitman stuff. The beat is subpar at best. It's a filler for me. I feel like it's a filler track. It shouldn't even be on the album.
Yeah.
Like you said, if the album was a little bit more condensed, it'd probably be a lot better.
Way
This
better.
is one of the songs that should have been fucking right out. I didn't like it. I gave it a 2.5 out of 5, just on the basis of, once again, his rapping.
This has one of the most sus lines in the
I gotta hear
history
this
of hip hop.
What is it?
When I met you, I admit my first thought was to trick. You look so good, I'll suck on your daddy's dick.
Oh, pause.
Oh my god.
Major pause.
That is one of the most sus things I have ever heard somebody say in hip hop.
Major
I don't
pause.
care how fine you think a woman is. That's
Major
your
pause.
reaction?
Pause alert. Santa pause.
And I get it. He's obviously exaggerating. I understand what he's trying to do. But I don't know, man. That to me is... I wish the song didn't start like that.
Yeah.
Because the rest of it is really good. You know, I never felt that way in my life. It didn't take long before I made you my wife. Got no rings and shit, just my main squeeze. Coming to the crib, even had a set of keys. Like, it's really dope. The rest of it's really dope. But man, that first line just makes me like puke. If the beat was better, I think this could have been like a really big song. Cause it's got like
I think you're right. Yeah.
I
think you're right.
Because the hook is just me and my bitch.
Yeah, it's not great.
People would
But
rap along to that.
But if you did it in the right way,
It would have been a
it
great.
could be catchy.
Yeah.
I see what
So
you're
I think
saying,
they
yeah.
dropped the ball huge there. But Big's rapping is really, really
Top
just
notch.
fucking killed it in this shit. But it's so hard. It's so hard.
Pause.
3. It's 3.
Oh,
for me.
okay.
It's a 3 for
We're
me.
close.
Yeah.
We're close.
This song was really good. Breadman.
Oh, I like the song. Yeah.
Haters don't wanna see me rich.
Yeah, I like the song. This was the one of the lead singles from the album.
Yeah. Muddy Waters.
Shout outs to Puff. Shout outs to Redman.
Yeah, hell yeah. Redman is dope.
Track 13, titled Big Poppa. The chorus is synonymous with 90s hip hop fans, and if you love hip hop, you know that the chorus is super catchy and super famous. The beat is it has taken a sample and it's arguably one of the biggest songs in hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a very big song.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. I don't like the song. I don't like.
Tia, did you hear that? I said he doesn't like Big Poppa.
Wow. Tia's giving me the look at that. Screw you, Tia. You weren't even around when that one came out. So you know what? Here's the thing with Big Poppa. It's stupid. First and foremost, because like it's kind of like like I'm all about egos, but it was kind of like I don't know. It was kind of like the chorus was like. You kind of wonder why. I don't know. I don't wonder why they call you Big Poppa. I don't give two shits. Because it's stupid. It was just, and then he's wearing like he's got this really tacky leather jacket and the Kangol, and the whole video is really weird. Listen, I know the song's a hit. I get it. Okay, doesn't mean I have to like it. I understand it's one of the biggest hits in hip hop history. Even like Tia. Our niece, she likes it, and she wasn't even born with this. My niece, sorry. That song, she wasn't ever born when this song came out.
Very
and she
true.
And I know even other like younger nieces and nephews
sure.
who like the song.
Yeah, for sure.
And I get it; it's catchy, right? But it's horrible. It's
Wow.
I will never play this song at any of my gatherings. I won't play it in the car. If someone plays it and I don't have access to the skip button, then I have no choice but to listen to it. I know that's really harsh because the song is actually not that bad, but there's something about it. The beat is really, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but every time I hear it, it makes me angry. But this is the weird part. I gave it a 4 out of 5.
Wow.
Because I have to be subjective in the sense of the song. You need to understand what the song brought to hip hop, right? Like it really.
But you personally don't.
Right, but I'm not going to be an asshole and give it a 1 out of 5 because I don't like it. I gotta see what it did for hip hop.
Yeah.
And the video was instrumental, right? Like everything was very
so
instrumental.
fly. Yeah.
It didn't hit the mark for me.
This again is one of those absolutely monstrous 5s. To all the ladies in the place with styling, grace, salami to lacy, the good dishes. Like, come on.
See, like
the flow is fantastic.
The flow is listen, I'm not arguing the flow. It's just.
This doesn't do it for you.
Yeah.
And throw your hands in the air if you're the true player.
Yeah, like. There's a little cornballish. It's a little corny. It's a little corny.
I feel like the way you feel about the song is the way I feel about this is how we do it. That's how I feel about that.
You're hitting below the belt because that song's iconic.
See, and that's the thing. I always hated it.
You can't.
See, that's exact same.
No.
The exact same thing.
That's apples and oranges, man. You play This Is How We Do It.
I will stand still. I will stand still.
Big Poppa, a quarter of the crowd is gonna get it.
I would be doing this the whole time.
And Big Poppa, just as a side note, is one of his worst nicknames. From the 7 that
it's probably the most descriptive out of all of the nicknames, because the rest of them wouldn't describe who he is.
Is sus. Big Poppa wouldn't pass right now. And then you had a wrestler called Big Poppa Pump.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Years later, I don't know. Anyways, but I gave it a 4 out of 5 because
interesting.
Ultimately, the song is great in hip hop.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just not
Changed
great.
the game. It changed the game. It gave artists the ability to take shots at themselves.
I would definitely agree with that. And he made, and nothing against him, but he wasn't. He ain't no Brad Pitt. This guy he didn't have the what he was rapping about himself didn't fit what he looked like, but yet he made himself. He had so much confidence, whatever you want to call it, that he sold it, and ladies love that, regardless of what you thought of him or how he looked, whatever the case is. It didn't matter to him, and that's saying something, right?
Yeah.
Like I can appreciate that because he didn't give a shit. So he gave guys a chance to be like, yeah, okay, I might not have this, that, or the other, but I can still work with what I have. Right?
He called himself black and ugly as ever, right?
Right.
But man, there's so many iconic lines in this song. Yeah. It's like, the T-bone, steak, cheese, eggs, and what just grapes.
Yeah,
it's just stupid stuff like that.
That's dope. Yeah.
And it's so simple the way he flips, conversate for a few, cause in a few we gon' do what we came to do, ain't that right, boo? Like this shit is so simple but so genius. It makes you want to rap along to it.
Yeah.
Man, that was a great song.
Do you have the song in your rotation?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. One More Chance comes and goes. Big Poppa is.
See, for me, One More Chance was the Big Poppa of this album for me. That one real big song that you play at parties and whatever, and it doesn't get old.
Yeah.
This one, for some reason, I remember from the beginning. I remember when I first saw the video, I was just like, nah, I don't feel this song, and it hasn't changed.
And he does the same stuff. He just talks about stuff that I had no idea what it was. Like I didn't know what a G53 was. The GS3.
Oh, the Lex.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, at that time we wouldn't have. Yeah,
insane.
That's when Lexuses were big.
And Moet.
Yeah, and I like that Welch is great, but what he's saying is doesn't even have enough money for the real stuff. So he's sparkling. Welch's make sparkling non-alcoholic. So that's slick, but you need to know that, right?
Yes. It's so genius.
It's great wordplay. So you give it a 5.
It's absolutely
we're not far off.
Yeah.
Okay, track number 14, titled Respect. Once again, produced by Puff and Poke of Future track masters. The beat's got a weird reggae inspiration to it, but it's not a bad beat. It's just different. I didn't mind it. I gave it ultimately I gave it a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I didn't care for it. It's funny, when I was listening to it, I thought that was Patra.
Oh yeah.
But it's not. It's Diana King.
Well, Patra was in the One More Chance video.
Yes.
So that would make sense.
And he does talk about Patra when he later on in the album Dreams.
Oh, okay.
She gets a shout out.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Patra was bad.
And she made great music.
I mean, bad in like a...
Pull Up to My Bumper was...
And A Romantic Call.
Oh,
that was
so
my
good.
favorite song.
So
and Tupac
good.
was in that video.
Yeah.
Remember on the scooter?
Yeah. Pop was everywhere. This song, I never really liked the song. This is
it could be a filler.
This is a 2 for me.
Yeah.
Too many throwaways.
All right, we're winding down here. We're at track number 15, titled Friend of Mine, produced by, once again, Easy Mo B. Filler track for me. It sounds like this didn't need to be on the album.
Yeah.
The beat is not great. I give 2.5 out of 5.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get why they went with so many of these songs that have these... They don't sound like... Like, they don't sound like well-recorded songs either. Like, technically, it doesn't sound good or clear or, like, polished the way some of the other music sounds.
Yep.
They really just sound like they rushed some of these songs and just throw them on the album. Big Tech gets a shout out again. Shout out to Tech. Big and Tech just loves the gun.
Tech Nut.
Yeah, the hook is whatever. You know, they didn't write with a friend of mine. The hook is whatever. Didn't really like it, but it's just, again, he introduces you to stuff like, I don't know what Timbos and Jabos were. Big always finds a way to put references into the songs.
Yeah.
And you go, what is that?
Yeah.
What is this guy on?
Yeah.
Who is this guy? Well, how does he know?
Yeah, we had no idea.
Why does he have all this stuff in his,
Jabos, yeah.
So
and he talked about Jabos before Juvie, because Juvie made Jabos.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yes.
Yeah. So if you don't know what Jabos are, there was a jean brand, denim brand, hip hop denim brand called Marquise or something Francais Jabos, and they were basically jeans that were a little bit baggier, and the hip hop community. I don't know if it was intended for hip hop, but the hip hop community just took it and ran with it,
Yeah,
right? And they shortened it for Gerbos and Timbos. Obviously, if you know Timberlands, everybody in the mom is wearing Timberlands now. So
yeah.
but they were doing it
get
early.
You can get them at Foot Locker.
Yeah, and you can get them in different colors, which a lot of people say is blasphemy.
The pink and the blue. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Yeah, this song's hella raunchy. It's got like some really dark stuff later on in verse 3.
Yeah.
Says some really foul shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard because like even when he says foul shit, the wordplay is dope, and the cadences are dope.
Definitely.
I could give it less than, but I'm going to give it a 2.
So we're close on it.
Yeah.
Track number 16, titled Unbelievable. The first Primo track on the album. And we love DJ Premier. It's NYC to the core, the music, because it's DJ Premier. So you don't expect anything less. It reminded me of a Gangstar type beat.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Which obviously was Primo, but it was very
100%.
Gangstar.
This is, yeah.
But I didn't like the song. I didn't like it. The beat was, I don't know. It wasn't. Yeah, I don't know. Once again, it didn't need to be on the album. I thought it was waste. I thought Primo was wasted with that song. They should have been a better track.
Yeah.
I give it a 2.5.
Yeah, I feel you, man. It doesn't make sense. It does feel like a throwaway beat. The rapping at this point, some of the content starting to get real repetitive.
Yes.
For the rapping, and like, you know, I don't want to make excuses for age because there's other artists at that age that also were creating music. Like Pac at this age was doing Strictly for My Ends, right?
Yep. Nas is Illmatic.
Yeah, you know, and so there's something to be said for, you know, some kind of emotional maturity.
Sure.
And knowing how to speak of different experiences. Yes. And at this point, it just felt like he's just killing everything. He's raping everything. He's fucking everything. It just became too much of that for me at this point. So yeah, but again, I will always give big props for the wordplay. The wordplay is always on point.
Right.
That's the only reason he doesn't get airballs. It's a 2 for me.
It's a 2, so we're close again on that.
Yeah.
Track number 17. So this is where the original album ends. Song is titled Suicidal Thoughts. Produced by Lord Finesse, who, if you know hip-hop, you know, digging in the greats, all that stuff. I mean, synonymous, legend. But once again, I feel like this was a wasted beat with a talented producer, and I don't know if, I mean, ultimately it's the artist who chooses the beat, but not a great beat selection. And that's funny, right? Because you can have a really great producer. We see this time and time again, and the beat just doesn't work. Like if you look at the Firm album, solely produced by Dr. Dre, a couple of gems, but the whole album in itself wasn't great. And that's Dr. Dre, right?
It was incomplete for sure.
Right. Dr. Dre did some work with Razzcazz, and he did some work with Exhibit. And X was big, the song X, but then there's other songs on the album that nobody gave a shit about. Yeah. He did a song with Razzcazz where he just replayed the beat from Been There, Done That. He did the latter half of that.
Yeah.
But it still wasn't, you know what I mean? So sometimes it doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
In this case, like I said, it didn't work. I didn't like the beat. I thought it was average at best. The flow is, once again, like Elite said, the flow is always good on this album. That's the one thing that's consistent. He doesn't, even if the topics are a little bit whatever, the flow is amazing, the wordplay is amazing, the lyrics are amazing. And for that reason alone, I gave it 2.5 out of 5. And that saved it.
Yeah, and the thing is, because it's a debut album, I hate saying I want to give him grace, but I do want to give him some grace because when you look at the potential of what could have been, as far as what kind of a rapper he was, what could have been, that to me, every time I hear him, I'm like, man, a couple more years, a couple more producers, this dude could have been like, he could have been the greatest of all time.
You think
He could have gotten to that place.
Yeah. Well, you don't think he is now?
No.
You don't think he's considered one of the greatest of all time?
I mean, people consider him the greatest.
You don't think he's one of the greatest?
I don't think he's one. I don't think he can be one of the greatest. He only has 3 albums. And I count 3 albums because Life After Death is a double album, so it is 3 albums. He has 3 full albums of music that he released.
But can we solely just do it on judge an amazing talent just on their body of how much of the amount of work? I don't know.
Okay, so
That's,
this is
okay. So for example, if LeBron had one amazing season, like I mean a ridiculous season, or let's say 2 or 3, really, or even Jordan, whoever had 3 solid seasons, okay? Like I mean, like elite level breaking records, right? And then 4 others, and then season 4, catastrophic injury, he's gone, never comes back. Would you consider him or that person one of the greatest of all time for what they did in them?
No, you can't, because we have examples of that, right? We have Derrick Rose, we have Brandon Roy, we have players that trajectory was sky high, and then injury fucked it all up. But this is actually one of the things I wanted to talk about in the news portion. It's a good example of this is Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill has one solo album.
Right.
She has great music with the Fugees.
Yeah.
She has an unplugged album. But as a solo artist, she has one solo album. That solo album is one of the greatest contributions to music. Can we consider Lauryn Hill one of the greatest for creating one of the greatest albums of all time?
Yeah, I mean that, and I would have to say yes.
And I agree with that. But for me, this is not one of the greatest albums of all time.
No, but when you combine it with Life After Death,
Life After Death is way better.
No, right. So what I'm saying is, you add the two together. That he should be in the discussion of one of the greatest.
I can't do it,
because you can't. It's like saying Aaliyah had 3 albums.
Yeah.
Okay, is she one of the greatest of all time?
For singers?
For R&B, I would say yes. Although it's not 10 albums, but those 3 albums, especially the first 2, right?
I would have her
phenomenal.
I would have her in top 10 for sure.
Well, there you go. Then.
Yeah.
But I mean, saying she's in the top 10 is kind of saying she's one of the greatest of all time.
But then what? So
right.
So then what we can say is basically Life After Death is a great double album, and Ready to Die has some good songs. So based on that combination, he's one of the greatest of all time. Then that, I think...
Sure, yeah, not solely off of this album.
I'm saying with Life After Death, which is a great double album, and a few songs from this album,
right.
Combining those 2 things together, can you say it's one of the greatest? Because I'm not saying you have to have 5, 6 albums, but I'm saying if the only things you've contributed to hip-hop, like let's say, Ready to Die had the same sentiment that Reasonable Doubt has.
Sure.
And that was his contribution. Sure. Then you could say it's one of the greatest. But as I'm listening to this album again, it's not that great of an overall album.
You're not wrong.
Right?
You're not wrong. But we're saying but that's a lot based on the music.
Yes.
It's not his rapping or talent. So we got to think about that.
And that's the problem, because now we're giving him credit for potential.
Right, but okay, compare him to Tupac.
Yes.
Tupac had 2 albums prior to Me Against the World, which was more of a commercially successful and critically acclaimed album. Strictly for My Ends.
Underground.
And
Tupacalypse Now.
Thank you.
Underground.
If you really listen,
and then Thug Life.
Right, which was a compilation, so that doesn't count.
Yeah.
So, because then you could say Junior Mafia was Biggie.
Right,
if you really wanted to, right? Okay, so 2 albums. I had both albums after the fact.
Yeah.
They were exactly what Ready to Die was. They had a couple of good songs, but as a whole album, they were great.
Facts.
And I'll fight that on anybody.
Yeah, for sure.
Me Against the World comes along, and it's a game changer.
Maturity.
Right?
Maturity,
it's a game changer. And then All Eyes on Me is like Life After Death.
Yeah.
It's like the ultimate. Machiavelli, posthumous, but he had done most
Very
of
good
it.
album.
So really, we're judging Pac on 3 albums.
Yeah.
But we call him the greatest of all time.
Yeah, so you
see what I'm trying to say here?
The thing is with Pac, I think the separator for Pac is a song like Keep Your Head Up.
Yeah.
Right? Big will never have something that makes me feel the way Keep Your Head Up makes me feel.
But now you're going into subjective.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel.
For sure.
But it doesn't mean it's not as important as Warning.
Absolutely. I'm just saying, for me personally, Pac, what Pac does with music, Big was on his way to doing.
Yeah.
His trajectory was there.
Yeah.
I definitely see it. You can see it through the writing. I hear it in the music, but if he doesn't get there in his lifetime,
Right.
I can't just say.
No,
He
I
could
mean,
have
I get
been.
it. Yeah.
So for me, he's obviously in the conversation of like I would say personally he would be in my 10,
Yeah.
but you know
Greatest of all time is different from that in your.
for sure.
So is Nipsey Hussle one of the greatest of all time?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think his impact on hip hop and his impact on the game is monumental.
I think people fell in love with him after his death because of the philanthropy.
And I think
that he did.
I think when he
Not
was
so much
alive,
about, the music was good, but that wasn't what people.
I think when he was alive, he had
remember
a
him.
pretty solid fan base when he was alive.
He
But
did.
it was really
But
like
it wasn't-
hyper local.
It wasn't what it became.
Yeah, oh
right?
for sure. Yeah, he became an icon afterwards.
Became an icon. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So back to the album. Did you rate this?
Which one was it again?
Suicidal Thoughts? I gave 2.5 out of 5.
Oh, did we?
The Lord Finesse one.
Hold on one second.
This was the last official track of the original album. You were talking about the rapping a little bit.
Right. Yeah, the rapping on this is incredible.
Yeah,
But it's so raunchy.
it is.
He says so much foul shit again. The line to my mother, even stealing out her purse, crime after crime, from drugs to extortion. And then my mother's wish she got a fucking abortion. She don't even love me like she did when I was younger. Sucking
dark.
on her chest just to stop my fucking hunger.
It's dark.
Yeah, it's dark. It's heavy. It's disrespectful. But the writing is so good.
And I feel like even when artists can hit nerves like that,
Yeah.
like a Eminem,
Yeah.
like a Brother Lynch Hung,
Right?
right? It's still impressive because they've hit a nerve,
It has to be. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They've gotten a reaction out of you, regardless of what that
Like a
reaction is.
visceral feeling.
You feel something, right?
Yeah.
And that's not easy to do.
Yeah.
Right?
That's heavy.
It's heavy.
And
Absolutely.
for that reason, the lyrics pushed me past the beat. But the beat again, the beat selection is
Yeah,
so bad.
it's not good.
The beat would have been an airball, but the rapping makes it a 3.
Nice. Okay. So we're very close there. Okay. So now the 2 bonus tracks. So if you had bought in this original album that we showed you earlier, you wouldn't have heard these songs on the original album. But the remastered version for you younger fans or for people who went out and bought it again has now included 2 bonus tracks. The first one, which is track 18 now considered, "Who Shot Ya," which I didn't even know it wasn't on the original album. I had no idea until I was looking at the track list going, no, that can't be right.
Yeah.
No, it is right. So track 18, "Who Shot Ya," wow, this song, there is the history behind the song, and it's gonna be till our death. It's gonna be one of those things where it's gonna be like, was this about Tupac or wasn't it? Because half of the people who were there and were involved with the album say no, it wasn't.
Yes,
He had
yeah.
done it way before
Yeah.
Tupac got shot. It had no
Big himself said it wasn't.
right,
Yeah,
and then the other half's like, nah, it was, it was, and so the timing couldn't be any more impeccable.
Yeah.
The title of the song, it's for me. Honestly, I can't say for sure because I've literally heard both sides of it. Outside looking in, I would think 100% it's about Tupac, but it could just be sheer coincidence.
Yeah,
too, right?
yeah,
Like
sure.
It just could be sheer coincidence because it's not like the album was a super positive album and then they throw in "Who Shot." Like the whole mood, the mood of the album has all these
Elements
subjects
to it, yeah.
and elements to it. So it would make sense because at the end of the album he dies. So it would make sense. Who shot
Absolutely.
ya? Right? Meaning him.
Absolutely.
But one could say that, hey, 94 is when Pac got shot and you made a song called "Who Shot Ya," and now you guys are not friends. This seems really
Let's release
interesting.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, let's release it. Why not? Anyways, long story short, this is one of my favorite hip hop tracks of all time. It's produced by Nasheem Myrick, who once again became one of the future members of the Hitman.
Crazy.
Comb and Puff produced this as well. This song is holy shit. When I tell you it every time I hear it,
It's a
it gets
ride.
like
It's
if
a
you're working
ride.
out or if you're just this is I don't know what to say about this song. Like this is it's chilling. It's nerve chilling. It's bone chilling.
Yeah.
The music is I don't know what to say. It's
Yeah, this is the
there's so much.
Is the epitome of a subliminal.
Yeah.
He mentions no names, but this is an absolute threat to your life.
Yeah.
And let's just talk about the brilliance. I don't want to talk about Puff's brilliance, but you have to mention how this idiot in the beginning of this song lights the song on fire.
Absolutely.
And the second you hear that 9-5 motherfucker, you just know. And that's 31 years ago, and people scream 95 like it's like they lived it.
And it's the same when he did it with the Flavia in the Year.
Yeah.
Right? We all, that's synonymous when you hear that.
Dickhead. He made me so mad. He ruined so much good music. But let's talk about the brilliance of the cadence. Absolute mastery of this beat. The hushacha, separate the weak from the opsa. Lead heart to creep in Brooklyn streets. Song, fuck all the bickering beef. I can hear sweat trickling down your cheek. Yeah. This is some of the most brilliant wordplay I think I've heard in any hip hop song.
Facts.
And then when he gets into like the saw me in the drop, 3 1/4, slaughter, electrical tape around your daughter, old school, new school, need to learn though. Burn baby burn like disco. He says the most vile shit and makes you rap along to it.
Yeah.
Because he puts it in the sing-song cadence.
Yes.
Which is very like elementary school cadence.
We have no reason to rap any of that.
With electrical tape around your daughter? Nope. But he gives it to you in a way where you just want
you have no choice.
Along.
You have no choice.
And then every other section, Big Papa smash fool, bash fools, and mad because I know the cash rules. Everything around me, 2 Glock 9s. Any motherfucker was... Everybody wants to rap that shit. Everybody wants to rap that shit. Because he just knows... He's a master of cadence. I agree with you completely. This is one of the greatest songs of all time. Absolute 5.
And they have this xylophone where they play the ding ding ding
it's
ding,
so
ding. Like the
good.
beat is so intricate,
so
man.
Good.
It's if I could give it more than a 5, I would.
And there's another reference to Tech in the second verse.
Right.
Shout out to Tech.
Yeah. Can't beat that. And then we finished the remastered album with a track called Just Playing in Quotation Dreams.
As we proceed. Oh,
I like the beat, actually. I'd never heard the song before. And the beat was alright. It wasn't bad. Produced by a guy named Rashad Smith. I don't know who that is. The beat wasn't bad. It was okay. It was pretty good. Rapping was good. Once again, like the album itself, his raps were very consistent. I gave it 4 out of 5 because I did mind the beat, actually.
So I don't know.
Very New York.
I don't know if you know, but Nicki Minaj remade this, talking about all the guys that she wanted to fuck in the industry.
Oh, is that the one where she talked about Special Ed? Is that the one where she goes Special Ed? Was it Special Ed?
Yeah. She throws him in the mix too.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Then.
She goes at everybody.
Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So I remember this song because Queasy was a huge fan of the song.
Of the Nicki Minaj?
Of the song.
Oh, okay.
Queasy and Ian and that crew, they used to play the shit out of it.
Shout out to the...
shout out to the Clarny crew.
Yeah.
But yeah, this song...
It's very New York, that beat.
But the references.
Yeah.
He talks about Patti LaBelle, Regina Belle, Jasmine Guy, Mariah Carey.
Jasmine Guy.
Oh my God. Got SWV, TLC. He
Yeah.
Shantae Moore, RuPaul he put in.
Damn.
And he called out the ugly ass Escape bitches, which is so cold-blooded. Escape took an unnecessary stray. There's no reason for Big to go that hard. He actually apologized to them at an award show afterwards.
I could see that.
Because of this?
Because him and JD were close.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Him and Brad did some work. So.
Okay, this is when it starts to... Eminem should give Big a lot of credit for normalizing a lot of the wild shit that he gets to say. Because he says in this, make Raven Simone call date rape. Raven Simone was a child.
Lord.
She was a baby. What about the kids?
Olivia on the Gosling.
What about the kids?
Oh, I didn't even catch. Oh.
Make Raven Simone call date rape only because I'm paid. I'm fucking all the Jade. And then obviously Jeanne took a stray.
Oh, he talked about Jade the group.
Yeah.
Jade the Group.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's talking about okay. I didn't
Whitney
really-
Houston took a shot.
In all fairness, I will say this, and ladies, don't get mad, but there wasn't anybody good looking on Escape. They were like ugly. The one after the other was uglier than the next.
Okay, hold on.
Candy was probably the best looking one, and she was ugly. So, and she was expired Candy, because if that's Candy, that's a Tootsie Roll.
Cold-blooded.
That's a Tootsie Roll.
Cold-blooded.
That's that Rockets that at the end of the year of Halloween bag. But anyways, so Big wasn't lying in some aspects.
Halloween bag.
Yeah.
Okay, and then he goes on to Whitney Houston, Took a Stray.
That's
Plus the Cherry of Monica.
Oh, come on.
Back shots.
Not one of them days, Monica.
Back shots to Shaka.
Oh, Shaka.
And then I can't even say the next line.
Shaka?
Okay, this is the only one that I didn't like when he says smack Tina Turner, give her flashbacks of Ike. Like you're a fucking asshole.
That is very. That is something Eminem would say.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Because he said shit like that.
And Big paved the way for M to say
Has he
wild
ever
shit.
said here that Biggie had any kind of influence? I know he's talking about
he's giving Big a lot of props.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, I mean, he was a dead wrong, so he must have. Right?
Yeah. And then he hits Patra. Jimmy hats for Patra. I'm using all of them.
If you don't know what a Jimmy hat is, it's a condom.
And then he says, smoke a stove, effing on Vogue because it's 4 of them. And on Vogue is fly. On Vogue is so fly.
Now we're talking about some good movies.
Yeah. This song was a lot of fun. It's so misogynistic. I know it hurts to say.
That was hip hop. Especially back then.
But this was
very misogynistic.
This was intentionally.
But this was taking it
intentionally, pushing it as far as you can. And he disses Tim Dog at the end.
Tim Dog from New York.
Make it Tim Dog in a mother.
Yeah, Tim Dog got a lot of strays. He did.
I mean, he must have been a dick because a lot of people took shots at him.
Yeah, the West Coast hated him.
Yeah, so this one, I wanted to give it a 5, but the beat is not good enough for a 5, so it gets a 4 from me.
And what did I give it a 4? We're very close here.
Yeah.
There you go, man.
And that's interesting because I didn't think that would happen.
Yeah, I thought you wouldn't. You thought I was going to give it like
a little more love.
No. As much as I would, I want to. But,
yeah.
But here's the thing: the songs that are good are great. They're not just good. Although we've given them a 5, we would probably give it above that.
Yeah.
They're like when we say they're the greatest songs of all time, we don't use that loosely, man. That's a huge term to say. And to say there's 4 songs like that, 4 or 5 songs on one album, that's impeccable. Mm-hmm. So realistically, you cut out some of the fat from this album, and it could really change the whole album.
At 10 songs, the whole album's a 5.
Here's the thing: at 10 or even 12, and you switch one more chance with the remix, the album changed.
It's over.
You add in Who Shot? We're talking about the original.
Yeah.
The album's totally different.
Totally.
Yeah. All right, so we're at the end of it. Final thoughts. For me, I didn't appreciate it until later on, but like I said, it spawned 4 of my favorite songs in hip hop and in general of all time, which is a huge accomplishment. Yeah. I'm a huge Biggie fan. I got the shirt. I didn't buy it for this. I have had this for years. I have all his albums. I have some memorabilia of his. I find his rapping very. I don't know. He's just one of the greatest. One of the GOATs for sure. Overall, I gave the album a 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah, it's interesting because a lot of it feels like freestyle, and to be able to freestyle thematically, is so impressive.
Yes.
And when you hear about his process from other artists that talk about it, how he would sit there and kind of like sit with the beat and just kind of like, think and mumble and think and mumble and just go in the booth and start rapping.
Right.
That skill is exceptional. Like, I pride myself on being able to freestyle, but I freestyle like about fun stuff. Like, I freestyle about a lot of different things.
Right.
But to cohesively make a song and stick to a theme in a freestyle and be complex with raps, I think that kind of stuff sets Big apart from so many rappers.
And at a time where you didn't even have anything at your leisure to look up. Like, you didn't have like a Google. Or you had to think about these things.
And live it.
And live it.
To have these references at hand. Right. So to be able to bring that to the table the way he did, tell the story the way he did, the album deserves way more by taking out so much.
Yes.
right?
Well said. Yeah.
And I think there's enough music on here, like, you know, just Juicy alone, just that track by itself.
Yeah.
Changed the landscape of hip hop, changed what people could talk about in hip hop. And I think that's consistent throughout the album for the great songs.
Yeah.
But there's so much basic shit that should have never made the album. It drags it to the floor.
Yeah.
So this album got a 3 for me.
3. So we're close.
Yeah.
One thing I failed to mention was this album actually, like Dre did a lot of it with Chronic, but as far as the East Coast is concerned, prior to this, I didn't hear a lot of that. This album really pushed forward sampling.
Right.
As far as like soul, 70s, 60s kind of funk. Because 3 of the 4, like Juicy, One More Chance, Big Poppa, they were all like soulful samples.
Yeah.
Which the East Coast wasn't doing that.
No.
Prior to that, like Public Enemy wasn't doing that. You know, Wu-Tang, they were doing their own. This paved the way. And realistically, when people say, you know, hate it or like it, like Diddy invented the remix. He really did invent the remix.
And
he really created something that was.
And you've got to give a lot of credit to Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre set
absolutely.
the stage. I think Dr. Like, I think,
Yeah,
20, 30 years from now, people are going to look back at this era of hip hop.
Yes.
And we're going to be talking about Dre the way they talk about Quincy Jones.
Sure.
How he transformed the landscape of music.
Absolutely.
Because everything that came afterwards was like trying to capture that feeling that Dre created.
Yes.
But, you know, I think Puff has to get credit for...
You'd be ridiculously insane.
Yeah.
Not to say what he's contributed, not just to like Big's career, but to hip hop.
Yeah, the overseeing of this project,
come on.
the obviously pushing Big
crazy.
to make music that he was uncomfortable making, and being firm about it and making sure that it got made. I think for that kind of stuff, Puff's got to get a little bit of credit.
Puff
for designing the aura of what Biggie became.
Absolutely, I think Puff gave Biggie his swag. Because I think Biggie wanted just to make that kind of
grimy, MOP type hip hop.
I'm outside rap. And
literally.
he would have just stuck in that lane.
Yeah.
If that was the case, we wouldn't have heard Hypnotized. We wouldn't have
Never
heard all
happened.
these future songs that were amazing because he took him out of that comfort, like you said. Yeah. And that takes a certain person
genius.
To do that. Like Dre did it with Snoop.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't always...
To be able to see it, capture it, develop it, and make it into something that's successful is incredible.
Timbaland did that with Nas on the Nas I Am album. Remember the Dr. Knock, those kind of songs? Nas wasn't doing that before. But that album took him out of that, and it worked in his favor because it pushed him out there, right? So and Jay too. Jay, if it was up to Jay, I'm sure he would have made a million Reasonable Doubts. But the production behind it took him to that next level where he could make a Hard Knock Life, right? Or a Big Pimpin'. So. Anyways, a great album. Overall, it's still a great album.
Yeah.
Like if you consider the really good songs. And R.I.P. to one of the greatest, man.
R.I.P. to one of the greatest. Foundation changing, birthed so many artist styles from his impact. Any overweight hip hop artist that exists. Yeah. Obviously, there were some before him.
Heavy D,
the Fat Boys.
Sure.
Bismarcky, overweight dudes. But nobody made being overweight look fly like Big.
Cool.
And Heavy D was a part of that influence.
Yeah.
Heavy D was a part of the bad boy
he was
talent development infrastructure.
Yeah. He was, Puffy says he was instrumental in Puffy's.
And with some of the hooks on this album as well. He doesn't unfortunately get credit on a lot of the music.
You can, if you know Heavy's music, you can see it.
Is all there.
Yeah.
The influence is all there.
Yeah.
But he needed someone like Big to propel his thing to a different level.
Yeah.
And with that being said, I want to be definitive about this for me personally. I want to be definitive. It's Pac over Big forever. Hearing this album for me
for sure.
made me realize
the same.
There's no comparison.
No.
There's no comparison.
I think there is an argument for some people.
Yeah,
as far as rapping is concerned. But as far as overall impact and just the impact that he made on me, it's always going to be
technically
that'll never be an argument.
Technically, Big is a better rapper. Technically, skill-wise, Big is a better MC. This is the Lupe Kendrick.
Feel more than Big.
This is the Lupe Kendrick combo, right?
Yeah.
Pac, and the same. And the thing with Pac for me is, People always say Pac rhymes the same words, Hennessy, enemy, and all this stuff. But Big's got a lot of similar patterns that he repeats as well, right? I think a lot of rappers that have go-tos have go-to references that they use. But at the end of the day, what Pac did with his catalog, to bring it back around to the beginning, would fucking murder Lil Wayne in the verses.
Oh, Tupac? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not an
murder.
That's not an
And I'm just bringing it back around.
That's not an argument.
Because that's what we do.
I don't... to be honest with you, to end on that, I don't think... The only person that I think could go against Pac in a solid 20 would be Jay-Z.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And for me, Pac would still win.
I think so too.
But I think if you're talking about hits and various types of songs, because they both have their commercial hits, then they got the hardcore hits, then they got the lady hits, right? They got... Jay-Z might be the only closest, because Big doesn't have it.
Yeah, Jay would be close for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Lil Wayne doesn't have it.
I think that'd be a great
I think
battle.
Jay-Z might be the only person.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. So that's it for us.
Make sure you do the subscribes. You can find us on all social media right now. It's _high phrase, HIGH phrase. You can hit me up on social media as well, ALITE. Pretty much everywhere. Make sure you hit the subscribe. We're trying to grow this podcast, independent media, and make it something special and unique because there's nobody else doing what we're doing with this podcast.
No, absolutely not.
I am Elite.
I am Riz, the HHC, and we'll see you soon.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.